Hey everybody, Dave here. Before the show starts, there are a couple things that I forgot to mention when we were recording. Two of these are time sensitive, so I figured it was worth recording a little bit before the show and letting you know. First of all, I want to remind everybody that TADPOG Secret Santa 2021 registration is officially open. If you want to get in on that, there is a deadline for that, and that is December 6th. And if you're interested in joining, you'll need to find a link that'll take you to a Google form to answer some questions. You can find that link on the TADPOG Discord, which you can get to by typing in bit.ly/TADPOG in your browser, and you'll get an invite to join the server. There is, in the announcements channel, I've got a pinned message from Drunkle Santa, a.k.a. Sandwich Pope Phil, Santa Israel, and you can find a link there to join. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that we've got a quiz that Backlog Banisher Dane has put together, and the deadline to enter that is December 7th. And he is finalizing the questions right now. He's got prizes from himself, some Steam keys, and also some big prizes from Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn. So it's probably worth entering. You can go to tinyurl.com/tadpogtrivia5 by December 7th to enter that. Good luck, everybody. And thank you, Backlog Banisher Dame, for putting that together. Last of all, but not least, I forgot to mention that this episode was executive produced by the following people. These are the people who donate on our Patreon, patreon.com/tadpog, at $20 or more a month. It's very much appreciated, and y'all deserve a shout out. First of all, we've got Usurper Grim, God Emperor Alex Pena, Plinko Nick Price, Temporal Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey, Cousin David Galino, Cathusius Jeff Miners, Steve Dixon, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Sick Jake, we're sorry you fell for the marketing, Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Platinum member Brett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, General Kenobi Massacre, Barbecue Baron Andrew Rowland, and Backlog Banisher Dane. Thank you guys so much. Please enjoy this episode on Super Soccer. Oh yeah, and speaking of Super Soccer, I believe that we failed to mention this when we were recording, but yes, Super Soccer is the soccer game for the Super Nintendo that on the box art, the cover, it totally looks like Donald Trump is goaltending. So there you go. Enjoy.
You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Hey there. Burr. There goes my phone.
I don't think
wonderful.
I don't think the mic's picked up.
Yeah, no one heard that, but I felt it. Welcome
Yeah.
to TADPOG Podcast.
Felt it deep in my frog pussy.
I felt we missed that for a few episodes.
I was about
Bringing
to say,
it back around?
did we say it last
No,
episode?
we did
Fuck.
not.
Let's start over. I don't want to. Frog pussy's dead.
Let's do another thing. Let's come up
Welcome
with
to
something else.
TADPOG X or Mega Man X Street Fighter. We're starting over. Number 1.
God. Well, hey, we'd be starting with like more listeners than we had.
Although I nearly said
we first
TADPOG
did.
X Street Fighter, which I would also be okay to sing that game.
It's just a one-sided deal, huh? I don't think I could take any of the Street Fighter characters. I know I couldn't. God.
That'd still be fun. It'd be fun to see that big screen of everybody with a title and then all the Street Fighter characters.
That part would be fun. Yeah, the dying in a street fight. That part. wouldn't be-
Yeah, where everyone on our side dies
Yeah.
instantly.
Everybody playing the game is like, there are characters worse than Dan? Huh.
Dan is a god here.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's what the game is. It's Tadpog versus Dan. Now that actually could be a whole lot of fun.
It's 3-on-3 tag Marvel vs. Capcom style. Only it's 3 Tadpog people versus Dan.
One Dan.
One Dan.
Yeah, it's like one of those survival games, like that Dragon Ball game that's coming out.
Well, yeah, it blew my mind. That was like, damn, that looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty
All
cool.
right. You're Oolong of all people turning into shit.
Right? Which I liked Oolong. I thought, but I like Dragon Ball more than I like Dragon Ball Z. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I like power level 5, like, I also like games like that. Like, man, Phasmophobia. I love Phasmophobia. I got a lot of time in that Phasmophobia game to the point where it's like, I've been having Phasmophobia dreams. Like, I'll be having a nightmare, and then like the nightmare kind of like zooms out, and I'm like watching the nightmare on a display, and my brain is like, it's fine, it's Phasmophobia, and then it's just
Your cabin in the woods style, like in a Mormon like suit and tie, just the short sleeve shirt and black tie. Just
who had Merman? Yeah, I mean, absolutely, it's like that. And then but there's a sound effect in Phasmophobia that I hear in dreams, and that's when it's like when you're hiding from the ghost and they are definitely coming to kill you. They do this walk, like this stutter step kind of walk on it sounds like they're on hardwood or something like that. I hear that shit in my sleep. And that's usually the cue when it's like, it's cool, it's Phasmophobia.
I used to have carb nightmares when I was on keto.
Car nightmares?
Carb.
Oh yeah.
Like I would eat a bunch of pasta and be really upset.
Yeah. I used to have cigarette dreams when I quit smoking.
Oh,
every now and then
yeah.
I still have one. Like once every year, I'll have a cigarette dream where it's like, I fucked up. I made it so long. And then I'll wake up and not a lot wakes me up. Like I even sleep through my Phasmophobia dreams. But those cigarette dreams typically wake me up. And for 2 minutes I have to
panicking.
Yeah, and I have to
What have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done?
I have to convince myself. No, I didn't actually. Cause
I have to hold my hands interlace my fingers and make sure my hands aren't big.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut for anybody who remembers my
so many grains
my
of
wheat
rice
nightmares.
to pick up with those giant hands.
What are your nightmares, Ian?
Shit. Mostly, I don't know. I dream when I dream like my real life.
Yeah.
I frequently think I'm already up when my alarm goes off. That kind of thing. But
Yeah.
I don't have my nightmares aren't. I don't know that would be necessarily qualify as nightmares. It's just confusion and powerlessness or being chased by something maybe, and of course the tropey, I can't find a bathroom, and if I do, I'm going to piss the bed kind of thing, But for the most part, I don't think I have a lot of nightmares.
My most reoccurring bad dream would be I realized suddenly I didn't attend a class all semester.
God, dude.
I had that was by far my
man.
most frequent one.
Do you
And then
still
it's like,
have 'em?
shit. Yeah,
Me
all the
too.
time.
Isn't that
All the
weird?
time I wake up and go, I'm not in college anymore. Okay, good. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to tell myself, I don't have the classes. I haven't in a long time. I'm okay.
I
I'll go to bed.
have a dream still. It doesn't happen a lot, but like the cigarette dream. Like once a year, I'll have a dream that I am late for band. And everything's weird. Like the farther I am from high school, band in high school, the farther I am from high school, the weirder and the dream gets because my brain is just like, I don't know, man. We lost some of this data, so
We're just gonna fill in shit. Yeah.
you went to school with Austin Powers, right? Because
Frog DNA.
I do sometimes dream like I'm late for something important, or I'm
Yeah.
going to get in trouble, or I'm going to get fired at work, or stuff like that. I have dreams about my mom fairly regularly. She passed away, a number of years ago, so I'll occasionally dream of her. But I like those.
Yeah.
That's nice to have. It sucks to wake up
Sure.
You know, because mom still lives next door in my dreams, and we're hanging out, and everything's cool, and then I wake up. So that kind of sucks. But
It does.
during the it's after the dream that sucks. During the dream, that's fine. I get to hang out with mom. So
You saying like when you wake up and it sucks makes me think about, like, I remember being an adolescent and like essentially having a dream where it's like I'm with Kathy Ireland and we are doing the sex. I don't exactly know how that works.
Do you
yet,
have sex in
but
your dreams? Like, do you remember having penetrative sex in your dreams?
ever or like regularly?
I am 99.9% of the time I have a sex dream. Something always happens, like comical sitcom style,
Really?
to prevent me from having sex at the last.
that
moment.
happens to me
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
never have sex in my dreams either.
It's always like
You get close,
I'll do everything
and
else.
everything's right, but
Yep,
no
and then
sex.
something happens.
It's now that I never really honestly thought about it, but now that you mention it, I know that it has happened a couple times, but like usually what'll happen is like something will interrupt it, like you guys are talking about, or it'll be like movie style where it's like it's not pornographic or like, I mean, I guess it's gratifying, but it's like
Just sheets over you.
yeah, it's just like
Missionary.
softcore bullshit. And it's like, brain, I fucking trained you for years.
You can do way better than this. The woman
I got you
in
an
your-
OnlyFans account. This is what you give me.
The woman in your dream always pulls the sheet up over her boobs so you can't see them. And
No, I mean, nudity for sure. That, like, my brain is like, he can
okay.
handle this.
yeah,
But yeah, like the actual act, come to think of it, it's very weird. That is very, especially at my
He'll
age
get mad
now.
if he gets up and wastes a load. So make it pretty, make it PG-13.
Yeah, my brain is probably like, dude, I can't make that happen. Like, you see what he does. I can't
top that.
I got 20 seconds. I can't. Like, what can I do? But like when I was an adolescent, I would have these dreams of Kathy Ireland, or Carmen Electra, or Jenny McCarthy. It was a big one. She was a big one for me too. And-
Vaccinator.
yeah, man, that's kind of like
so good.
it's kind of one of those where it's like years later, it's like, well, I liked her for certain reasons. And
Her views on health were never one of them to begin with.
no, they sure weren't. But like, I would have this dream where I'm with them and like we're doing the sex. I guess not exactly sure how it's working because it's like I don't know.
This is my best approximation.
Right? Yeah, my brain's just like it's probably like this.
Make sticky in the warm.
So, and then I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, fuck. It was a dream. I gotta go back to sleep. I gotta get back to sleep.
Not
And
happening.
like, yeah, you try to like force the dream to come back, and it kind of does, but it's
Oh, with a nightmare, I will go right back into it. Get up,
Really?
have to pee, and be like, all right, that's good, that's it. And I'll go to sleep, and it's like I hit pause, and I'm right back there all over again.
oh no.
If it's a nightmare, if it's a running from zombies nightmare, you bet your fucking ass I'm
But
going right
you don't
back
get
where I
that
was.
you don't get that same treatment from the good dreams though.
No, not at all.
Never. It's always like Jenny McCarthy now has scales. It's weird. Everything else is the same, but
It's like that Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where everything's slightly different.
yeah, where
Homer
like,
keeps
time
switching
traveling. Yeah.
Stupid bug. You
Yeah.
go squish now.
What? And another dream that happens is where I'll have a superpower. Like maybe I'll be chased by zombies, and I'll have a superpower that'll let me get away from them, but I will slowly lose that superpower. So if I can fly, I'll fly really fast, and then like start going down, and I'll try to maintain it, but I'll slowly start losing it again until I'm back on the ground and fucked.
Man.
Yeah, my brain works like that too because like if I have a superpower or I have like I can never shoot a gun in a dream. For some reason, if I have occasion in my dream to have a gun, like someone broke into the house and I need to shoot them or whatever, I've got the gun in my hand, but for whatever reason I can't pull the trigger. And
It's your compassion for human life.
it's that or anything like that happens.
No, I get it, where
it's
it's
like
like-
my brain is logicking out things and it's ruining the dream.
That's the nightmare. I mean,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the
Yeah.
nightmare is it's like
I can't even have a fucking dream. What the fuck?
You know how much ammo is? You're not shooting that gun.
the nightmare is like, I don't know, for me, like the quintessential nightmare is there is a thing that needs to happen, and I cannot do that thing for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
And it's usually something that's outside of my control. And those are, I hate those nightmares so much. They're just
I'm gonna have some doozies tonight now, probably.
yeah. Hey, stay up. We'll play Phasmophobia. You know, the good nightmares.
I'll just stay up.
Loose
Fuck
teeth.
it.
How about that one?
That one used to be a big one for me.
Same for me. I used to have that a lot.
Not so
Yep.
much anymore, but it used to be a big one.
It's all that flossing.
Dude, man, I'm on like a 2 flossing a day kick.
Oh
now.
ho.
Yeah. But that's going to change when I'm not working from home anymore because, like, what I'll do is I'll eat lunch and I'll be
You
like,
immediately
time to
floss.
floss and brush my teeth. And then I do that. And it's like, it feels better. But then when dinner rolls around, I do not do that.
Well, see,
I
I
don't know
don't
what the deal
I
is.
floss. I floss after lunch too.
Yeah.
But at night, even after dinner, I just brush and just deal with the floss the next day.
I need to up my game. I need to brush my teeth at night. I do not do that, and I should do that.
Oh yeah, I can't not. Even if I'm like falling down drunk, I'll find a way to brush my teeth at night. I don't know. It's just so ingrained in me.
Yes.
You know how it is.
That's good. I mean, I
Just
go.
eat toothpaste and vomit it up in your mouth. Close enough. Brush my teeth.
All that acid killed them germs.
I don't know. I can't. I go until I can't go anymore, and usually that means when I'm like, I should brush my teeth and go to bed. It's like I'm not going to bed for hours. I got plenty of time for that.
I'll wait till I'm too tired and say, fuck, I don't want to brush my teeth and go to bed.
Yeah. All right, that's my new goal. I got the flossing on lock.
Yeah.
New goal: brush my teeth at night. I'm gonna do it.
I think it's good for you to do that at night just simply
Yes.
because your mouth is
It's closed
Closed
and
and-
decaying.
yeah, while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not salivating as much or
Sure.
whatever.
Yep. I need to start doing it.
It's good.
I'll report back next week.
Proud of you
on
with the
progress.
flossing.
Thank you. Now it's a habit. Now if I don't do it, it feels weird. Yeah.
I know it.
I'm cheating though. I'm using those little Dentec.
That's not cheating.
things.
That's the way to go.
So
You're better. You're actually being more responsible by using those.
What are you, a
because-
caveman flossing with the little rope? No.
See, I have floss,
Can't
like
do the
string
little rope.
floss,
Yeah.
but I pull off probably a foot.
yeah.
And then wrap it around my fucking fingers
Yeah.
and use like maybe an inch of it total to floss. I'm like, I'm wasting floss.
It's more a garrote than a piece
Yeah,
of floss.
it
I've had people tell me that like that's how you should do it. That you should use floss because you can like angle the
get behind
like
it
yeah.
and stuff. Well, the way I was taught was you're supposed to, when you put the floss between your teeth, you go down one side of this tooth and then the other side of the tooth.
That's how I do it with the Dentex.
So
yeah.
for your gums. So
Yeah.
as long as you're using something, it's
Get a
fine.
water pick.
Better than nothing.
I actually
Yeah.
do. I think
get
I
around
mentioned
it.
this. I do both.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Floss and then do a rinse with the mouthwash.
I have a
and then water
bidet. Can I
pick.
use that?
You get to turn it all the way up though.
No, that's how I like it. That's how we keep it. We like to wake up
The
in our family.
sucker.
Berlioz hates. I don't know if I've told you this or not. I probably have. Berlioz hates that fucking bidet. He likes to hang out in the bathroom with me when he's like, "Oh, dude, you taking a shit?" Well, I'll tell you what. You take a shit, I'll put one paw on your foot the whole time. How's that? Sound like a good deal? And he
I know how much this sucks.
and he does that. He just puts all his like, and he's a fucking big fat cat. And like when he stands on my foot, it's like, damn, dude, you are big and fat. Cause that is like a lot of weight and pressure
Like
just on
20 pounds on like a
on
pressure point.
on a
Yeah.
stilt. And he just hangs out with me. And then
It's
I'm
like
like,
getting punched with a chopstick.
yeah, for sure. And then when I'm done and that bidet goes off, he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And he like does that cat thing where he's like literally the floor and his ears are back, looking around. And it's like, dude, this happens every time.
What else have you guys been up to this week?
Well, I was telling Dave earlier, recently on the podcast, we were talking about Dr. Pepper and my love for Dr. Pepper.
Right.
And how I said, probably somewhat prophetically, that I would not ever switch to one of the generic, like Dr. Thunders. Well, Dr. Pepper is almost $6 now for a fucking 12-pack.
Okay.
That's
yes.
a lot.
Yes.
It is a lot.
It is a lot. Dr. Thunder, however, is like $3.15 for a
Yeah.
6-pack. And if you buy 24 of those, you only pay an extra like $1.12. And you're still paying less than you would for one 12-pack of Dr. Pepper.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck it. Went to Walmart a few weeks ago. It's like, fuck it. I'm not paying $5 for Dr. Pepper. I'll try Dr. Thunder. If it doesn't work out for me, I'll just stop with the
Hey,
soda.
I tried. I'm an adult. I tried.
It was good.
All right.
Dr.
was
Thunder,
good?
Dr. Thunder has magically gotten close enough to Dr. Pepper that I will drink it now.
Have you ever had Dr. Riffic?
No, I haven't.
That is from Eckerd Drugs. I have pulled up a list of Dr.
I
Pepper
think I've
Oh,
seen.
nice.
I haven't seen Eckerd drugs in a very long time.
I've never heard of it. Did we used to have them here in this
Yeah,
area?
I remember.
did.
I remember the emblem. Yeah, it was like Eckerd with like a
Yeah.
Little-
square and
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Dr. K.
I know
That's Kroger, which I've tried Kroger's Kroger brand Coke Zero because of also Coke Zero's expensive. And holy shit, I could not do that.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I tried it and I was like, I went into it being like, okay, whatever this tastes like, I can probably get used to it. And then I tried it and I was like, whew, I probably could get used to this, but do I really want to do that, or should I just drink water
Yeah,
instead?
maybe. Well, speaking of Dr. K, I've had Dr. K, and I remember it being not good. So maybe I hadn't had Dr. Thunder and thought I had, and it had been
Been Dr. K.
good all along, and I was
Yeah.
projecting about my feelings on Dr. K.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
We used to have Dr.
that-
Thunder in the house when I
That
was
video
in high
of
school.
the Kroger, which is the monster they keep in the back of the Krogers. That they
The Kroger.
the Kroger.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just says Kroger.
Freddy Kroger.
And they milk it, and the ground meat comes out of its nipples that they then package and sell.
Does his face look like the smiley face in the logo?
I wish.
That would be terrifying.
We got Dr. Smooth, which you can find that at a Harris Teeter.
Matt Pat did a video of because he's addicted to Diet Coke. He's like, it's getting really expensive. What are good alternatives? And they tried a ton of Diet Coke spoofs, and he admitted, I like Harris Teeter brand Diet Coke better.
I've
This is
never
better
heard of
than
Harris
Diet
Teeter.
Coke. I went to
Me
one in
neither.
DC. This is the only one I've
Really?
ever seen one. I think it's a far East Coast thing.
It's crazy how shit like that can make you feel like you're literally in a foreign country.
Yeah, yeah.
When you go to
Yeah.
a new town and it's like, what in the
What the fuck?
Safeway, Harris Teeter, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Howard
exactly.
Johnson.
There's Dr. Wells. Nothing next to that indicating where you would get a Dr.
That's just a
Wells.
dude.
Yeah, in his garage, he's just putting brown liquid into jars.
I make it. It's like Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Becker,
God.
which they're probably going to get sued, I would think, by Ted Danson.
Yep.
Maybe.
Or is that Ted Danson's own brand?
that'd be good.
pretty good. I would drink Ted Danson brand Dr. Pepper just to like say that I did.
Especially if there's like a picture of his face
yeah,
on the can.
his can. Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be a
Limited edition
big.
and all his different characters.
Yeah. there you
Yes, or all the different headshots he's used professionally throughout the years.
go. Here's the Good Place series. This
Yeah.
is hard to find.
That Dr. Becker is Blue Sky. You can get it at Blue Sky,
Okay.
and it is caffeine free. There's Dr. Perfect, 2 versions, one from Canada, one from the United States. Dr. Thirst, Dr.
I've
Check.
heard of Dr. Thirst.
Dr. Thirst sounds like a real bad one
It really
because
does.
it's like what do you mean,
It's
Dr.
really
Thirst?
salty.
Yeah, right. It's like I don't think that name is.
You open it and pretzels fall out.
Oops, you ordered pretzels. Dr. Check is Winn-Dixie. Dr. A plus.
Oh my God.
Dr. Slice. Dr. Perky
No, perfect.
from Food Lion. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a Food Lion or not.
seen
Heard
them.
of them. I don't know anything about
Yeah.
them.
When I lived in Florida, there were Food Lions. I remember going to one. Dr. Perky. I do like that one. Sounds like some kind of like cosmic, like I don't like what am I looking for? A doctor puts boobs in.
Plastic surgeon,
yeah, one of those.
cosmetic surgeon.
Cosmetic
No,
surgeon.
that's
Thank
Dr.
you.
Thirst. He's creating thirst in a way you never thought of.
Look, I make the thirst, you make the trap. That's the deal.
there you go.
Dr. Star with 2 R's. Dr. Rocket, Kmart. Dr. Thunder.
Rocket 4 R's.
Dr. Thunder, of course, Walmart. Dr. Joe's all natural spicy soda.
Oh my gosh. That one probably has like a
Mr. Burns would sell that.
yeah.
That's, I assume it, Trader Joe's would be my guess. Dr. B, Dr. Topper, Dr. Pop, Dr. Radical, Dr. Shaw, Dr. Up, Dr. Skipper, Dr. Cheer. You can get that at an IGA grocery. Dr. Lynn, Dr. Publix. Guess where you get that one?
Walmart.
Dr. Whatever.
23, whatever the fuck we throw in there.
Dr. Zeppa, Dr. Polar, Dr. Rush, Dr. S, Dr. Sparkle. Upgrade from Mr. Sparkle, I guess. He banishes your thirst.
Yes.
Dr. Wow, Dr. W, Dr. Tops, Dr. Right, Country Doctor. Oh my God. Dr. IGA, Doctor.
Doc is
Just doctor.
just doctor. Is Doc Hollywood one of them? Dr. Hollywood.
We'll see. I don't know how long
Let's make
this
our
is.
own
a
brand
long-ass
called
fucking list.
Dr. Water.
Dr. Water
Just like
or Dr. Doctor.
Doctor.
Let's see. We did Dr. Choice, Dr. Urge, Dr. M, Dr. Wild, Dr. Best, Dr. Extreme, Dr. Parker, Dr. Shasta? What am I buying?
Perfect. The shittiest one.
It's a grapefruit flavored Dr. Pepper. We've got 24 flavors in ours, and one of them is grapefruit.
One of them you're gonna hate. Dr. Fizz, Dr. Wise, Dr. Path, Dr. Bold, Dr. High Top, Dr. Celeste,
Okay.
Real Doctor, Dr. Wham, and it is all capitals. Watch out for Whamageddon. Dr. Fine, Doc Zip, Mr. Pibb. Ooh, shots fired.
About to say that's the first one that's
It's
not a
not
doctor.
doctor something.
Doesn't have his doctorate.
And
Just his
Now
master's.
it's Mr. Pibb Extra, by the way. It's not
Is
just
it?
Mr. Pibb. It's
Really?
Mr. Pibb Extra.
what's extra
I
about
don't
it?
know. I don't know.
I guess I'll have
It's
to
more
read all
caffeine.
about
I
it.
think it's more caffeine.
Probably.
Oh yeah. I mean, that seems smart to like give themselves some kind of like, look, Dr. Pepper's fucking destroying our asses out there. What are we gonna do? Put more caffeine in it? Great. How should we let people know? I don't put extra after it. Now we've lost them. Now no one knows what the fuck's going on. And then finally, not to leave Mr. Pibb by himself, Mr. Ah.
All right. There are way more knockoff Dr. Peppers than I thought.
Yeah.
Untitled but similar taste, Texas Fizz, and the Physicist. And that is a Kroger soft
right.
drink, apparently.
So you know it's just like at the Duff Brewery where they roll all the different cans. It's Bud Dry, Bud Light, Duff Light. You know, they just roll all the different labeled cans and pour the same thing in each can and then distribute it.
So I think we should try all of those. I think we should step on Matt Pat's toes. and
Everybody's
do this.
from all different regions. Send us your Dr. Pepper knockoffs.
Yeah, do it. I'd love to try some of these.
You would be, that would be perfect for you.
Especially the Dr. Shasta. I
Dr.
gotta
Shasta.
know. Some of these probably aren't still made though.
Probably
right?
not.
I mean,
Probably not.
do they even still make Shasta?
I want
Do they?
doctor is what I want.
Just
want
doctor.
Just
and it was
doctor.
spelled out. It wasn't abbreviated. It was doctor.
It just reminds me of like in Team 4-Star or Dragon Ball Z, them making fun of when somebody opens a fridge in Dragon Ball Z, the brand of soda is Heat-Tap.
Okay.
That's just what's on
That's
there.
just it,
I
huh?
guess instead of beer, when it was censored, it became Heat-Tap for some reason.
Interesting.
Who drank the last heat tap?
Oh, there's actually dub of Heat Tap?
Yeah. Well, then in
I thought
Team
you
Four,
just saw it.
in Team
Oh,
Four
okay.
Star, they
Oh,
say
okay,
it.
okay, I got you. That's funny. Yeah. Dr. Thunder. We used to keep that in the house
Thunder.
when I was in high school. And it was always one of those where it's like, you can tell a difference, right?
A little bit, but
Really?
not that much.
So they've gotten better, I feel like.
They
Because like
have.
in high school, I
I'm
was like,
sure they have.
Mom, this doesn't even.
Or your mouth is
the
dying.
same.
Whichever.
That's also very likely. I saw a TikTok the other day where someone swears that Dr. Pepper is essentially 2 parts Coke and 1 part root beer.
Who sent that to me? Tyler, you?
I said it. Yeah,
Okay.
good Mythical Kitchen.
So I'd like to try the 2 parts Coke, 1 part root beer thing theory just to see.
There's no way. There's no
And
way.
I saw in that bistro hoodie that like somebody wants a ginger and something, but we don't have ginger ale. Yeah, we do. 2 parts Sprite, 1 part Coke.
Yep, I saw that too.
Yeah, we do. Clorox.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. It's so accurate.
Oh man, it's 5 minutes till closing. Somebody walked in. That one person wants a cup of decaf. One person wants a cup of regular coffee. Shit, I guess no, they both get decaf. No, he ordered. They both get decaf. Go. So that's Don't order if you want regular coffee. Don't do that. You're gonna get decaf if you're 5 minutes before closing. You're gonna get whatever is left over.
Whatever's
that's gonna
there.
be a cup. That's gonna be a pot of decaf.
Interesting.
And it's going to be burnt to
Yep.
shit.
Yeah. I do want to try that, the Dr. Pepper, homemade Dr. Pepper, just to see, because I have a theory about that. And my theory is if you go into it expecting it to taste like Dr. Pepper, that
It
you're
will.
probably going to, it's probably going to taste like that because I'm sure probably everyone does this, like mentally prepare for like a flavor.
Yep.
Like when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
drink, like you pick up a drink and it's not what you expected it to
Even
be.
if you like
even if
what
you
it
like
is.
it, it's like, whoa! Your brain is just like, you're gonna fucking die, dude.
Green ketchup. What the fuck is this?
That's probably poison, man. You just fucking drink poison. That's not good. Thanks, brain. really looking out for me.
Love those perceptions.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's try it. Let's do that. And yes, absolutely, TADPOG, if you've got some different
Yeah.
versions of Dr. Pepper out there you want to send in for us to try, we don't even have to wait for the Spicy Boys show to do that one.
That is true. What's the P.O. box?
That is P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002, Tadpog, care of Nicole Nance.
And speaking of the P.O. box,
Nice
Oh,
segue.
we got a
Shit.
package from one Mr. Saturn, Chris Murray, just a punk.
Oh, shit. Do you know Popeyes is selling Cajun turkeys?
I think
Whole
you sent me that
turkeys?
TikTok
Really?
too.
It made me want to go get a whole turkey to eat for the spicy Thanksgiving.
Oh God, that we're
But
gonna,
they're like $40.
that we're definitely doing in like March, right?
Yep.
Because Dave ain't got time to do spicy spicy Thanksgiving real soon. Because you do know that Thanksgiving is like next week.
Oh, next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, speaking of, we got to figure out what night we're going to record next
Oh,
week.
you're not lying.
This is an amazing package.
Thank you for noticing. I
So-
took it out just for you.
I know you didn't bring that up for air.
Don't mind the makeshift homemade hair tie I've got put around it.
So, holy shit. Thank you, Chris Murray. This is from Exotic Boulevard. So, this is a package of 4 exotic chips.
Oh,
Just 4 chips.
4 single chips.
Dave, this will be your favorite. Lay's Spicy Lobster.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had a spicy lobster. I have a confession to make. I've never had a lobster in my life.
Have you ever had crab?
Yes.
like
Yeah, I love crab.
Okay.
I've had lobster bisque, but I've never like had lobster because it's always seemed like a real gamble.
I'm not a fan.
I just-
of either of those things.
I don't wanna-
Crab and lobster. I don't like them.
I don't want to spend the money and not like it.
Yeah, it's rubbery to me. But
Yeah.
maybe that's because it wasn't cooked right. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if it's not cooked right, it's, yeah. it's
And I
gonna-
do like shrimp a great deal.
And I like crawfish,
boiled shrimp.
but-
I've never had crawfish.
I would rather have crawfish than lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I don't.
I
think-
like lobster, but I like crab better than lobster. I like shrimp better than shrimp. Number 1, crawfish, crab, lobster.
Do you guys remember when Homer got a lobster and then raised it and then and then it
And
died
then ate
and he
it.
ate it? Man, that's a funny episode, but also that's a deeply disturbing episode.
So the spicy
He's
lobster.
crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dipping it in butter.
Yeah,
Oh,
there.
God.
I got to be honest with you, Ian. There aren't a lot of things that have made me stop and be like, "Should I be a vegetarian?" But that kind of did it a little
I get
tiny
that.
bit.
I get that.
Seafood bugles, but it does have a crawfish on the front. So maybe
Okay.
it's crawfish bugles.
All right, okay.
Damn.
Oh, this is fancy. Lay's Wagyu steak.
Oh wow! I bet
Ooh.
that was like a $30 little bag there.
I'd like to try that one.
Cheetos
Mm-hmm.
roasted turkey.
Interesting.
Roasted turkey.
Let's do them now.
Let's do.
Okay, that's
doing-
an
let's do
amazing
now.
I don't know
package.
if I'm going to
Yeah.
do
Okay.
the seafood ones.
Come on.
I'll try
Let's
it.
do them first.
All right.
Let's do the seafood ones
'Cause I
first.
think these two are going to be better.
Yeah, I think the land ones are going to be better
All right,
than the
those
sea
stay
ones.
right
Can
there.
we do one in between the seafood so the two seafood don't taste
Don't blend together.
Yeah,
What do we want to finish with? Cheeto turkey or the steak one?
Wagyu beef, man, bro.
We'll finish with the
Yeah.
with that.
Okay,
one.
I'm good with that.
So we go seafood Cheeto, seafood Wagyu beef. Right?
Yeah,
That sounds good to me. Do we want to start with this one? What is this one? What is the pink one?
that's the
That
seafood
was the
bugle.
seafood bugle
Seafood-
with crawfish on it.
Seafood bugle.
Bugle, yeah. We had to put them all on our fingers like witch nails.
They're too small to do that now. You know
Are they really?
Yeah, I buy bugles a lot. They called them America's #1 finger
Yeah.
hat. It's like literally on the bag. It says that on the bag. America's #1 finger hat.
Nikki bought, you know the wasabi peas, like the dehydrated wasabi peas. They
Love
come in
those.
those like fucking like tin cans or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So she bought me a mix that is like essentially from the same brand, but it's like an Asian snack mix. And it's like, okay, cool. I'm eating that. And it's like, holy shit, this is good. It's like, I don't know what any of these things are, but this is good. And then I found what had to have been dried fish. And they had like, there was seafood and dry seafood in it and all that. I'm good with all that. That's great. But I got to that fucking fish and it was like, dude,
Anaphylactic shock.
dude, I mean, it was just like, guess what's in your body, motherfucker? And it was like coming out my nose and, you know, like that, just like fish gas.
fish oil,
Just like
yeah.
coming, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, Nikki was there and I was like, I fucking love these, but holy shit. I pulled one of those fish things out because she hadn't had any of this yet.
I'm gonna need you to go through this and pick all the fish out if you love me.
No. I was like, try this. And then she's like, what is it? I was like, it's fish.
You bought it, you eat it.
And she likes fish. So it's like, it's fish. I just want to know if you like it or if I'm fucking crazy. And then she tried it and she fucking gagged. So I had another one and we're both in the
So
kitchen.
you had her
just-
put on more mascara and fed her another one.
That's right. And I'm like, okay, now that you're warmed up, let's fucking get to business. Lay on your back, hang your head over the bed.
Eat some fish.
They don't really smell like anything.
The whole bag smelled like kind of like fish flakes to me.
Does it say Tetra Min on the back of that bag?
See, these are still big enough. There
Tetramin.
we go.
Oh, yeah, they are.
All right.
That's a fish food brand.
Oh. I haven't had fish. I haven't had fish in a long time as pets.
Yeah.
Seafood bugle.
Seafood bugle. That's not bad.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
not bad at all.
I like
it's
that
okay.
a lot. It's kind of sweet on the end there.
It is a little sweet. That's not bad at all. That's
I don't
actually.
know. I don't know. I don't know if I could just eat that.
I don't know that I'd eat the whole bag, but
It doesn't taste bad though.
no, it doesn't.
Man,
It doesn't. It's not fishy at all.
It's got a weird finish though.
I'm about that.
I'm gonna open
I'm
the
about that seafood bugle life.
Keep it hunted.
I'm gonna open the turkey leg Cheetos, right? Turkey flavored Cheetos.
I think-
can't read this bag. There's no English. On
I'm
it.
excited to try these.
They're a weird color.
Really? What color are they?
They're like white.
Oh, like white cheddar Cheetos? I like those. Those exist, right? I didn't just make
Yeah,
those
they
up.
do.
Okay, good. I didn't just eat bad Cheetos, right?
They make. You ever had those little bones, those little Cheeto bones around Halloween? They're like the
Oh, they're like
Cheeto
paws,
puffs.
but they're like
paws.
white.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did I tell you about paws and how wrong I was? Paws are fucking great.
Oh, they're delicious.
Dude, paws are amazing. I don't know if they
We're
changed
talking about the egg dyeing company.
paws. Yeah. Mix all the colors together, get a brown egg.
They don't make those, Patton.
All right, turkey
Turkey
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
These are weird.
They taste more like fish than the other ones did
Really?
to me.
Oh,
No, there's the turkey.
it's like a barbecue-y sort of.
It
It
is
does have a
bit.
little barbecue.
Like the seafood bugle's better than that.
I could eat that whole bag though.
I could eat those.
Yeah. All right. Now we have
But
the.
it does finish like barbecue.
It
Almost.
does. But see, I think that's also like you're good at tasting stuff, right? And it's like, well,
I'm good at eating a bunch of bad shit.
but you said, but the moment you said barbecue, my brain was like, search for barbecue. Yep, there it is. Nikki's good at that too. She'll be like, oh, I can taste the blah 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 in it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, wow. all of a sudden, this isn't just one flavor.
I totally would have picked that up on my own.
No. Ooh. Ooh. Oof.
They stink.
That spicy lobster.
No, these are guys. I don't.
Please, lobster!
I don't. They look like Pringles. What is this reconstituted
Okay.
potato mash? Smell it. Right? Guys, based on this, the smell of Lay's lobster, I don't think I would like to eat an actual lobster.
I don't think that should be your barometer for what lobster tastes like. These
What do you
don't even
mean?
look like Lay's.
I know, they look like Pringles.
Maybe they make
I
them.
like this texture more than oily, plain-ass
well, I do
Lay's.
too.
Yeah, I do
just-
too.
What country are these from? I wonder. I don't recognize that writing.
Lobsteronia?
It is certainly not, yeah, it's not Japanese. Lay's Thailand. So it's
Okay.
Tagala.
Here we go.
Nope. I don't want. Well,
It's like, well, it's tomato forward.
It is.
wow. You did it again. You're like a fucking wizard.
Chef.
That's weird, man.
Those
You totally-
actually are pretty good.
Eh,
I didn't hate that.
Yeah.
they're okay.
I think it tastes like a tomato potato
It
chip.
does taste like tomatoes.
I definitely like the turkey ones the
Is that
best
tobacco?
so far. Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Oh, here's the Cadillac right here.
Yeah, baby. I like how you open it nice and slow and like sultry. How's it smell?
Well, these are also from Thailand. These are also from Thailand.
Okay.
I think. They smell good. It smells like meat.
Okay.
But they're the same.
Hey, I like
they're
meat.
regular. They're regular. Look like regular consistency.
Okay, so we're not dealing with Pringles
Well,
here.
no. Maybe they're the same. I don't know. It's hard to. It's dark in here. I can't tell. Tell me they smell like meat and not like. I mean, does it smell like dog food a little bit?
It smells to me. It smells like a bag of beef jerky is what it smells like to me.
Okay. Here, Tyler.
'Cause I remember, what was it? The Lay's, like Reuben or something like that they had. I thought smelled
Yeah.
like a dirty diaper.
Yes,
Oh, that. Yeah, I'm getting dog food.
you're getting dog
It does
food.
dog
smell a
food.
little like dog food.
Do you think we're about to eat horse flavored Lay's?
Possibly.
Those do exist. They're called forbidden snacks.
Forbidden
I
snacks?
saw them on TikTok, or illegal snacks.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was potato chips flavored like illegal foods in the U.S. Horse, that maggot cheese,
Oh,
and
God.
something else.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
are they marketed in the U.S.?
Yeah.
I see. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
total sense. I remember being in Germany and like the horse was on the menu, and it was just kind of like, man, that's interesting. I don't have anything against eating a horse, I guess, which maybe I should, but it's just kind of like I'm not going to order it though.
We ready for these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Least favorite.
Yeah, these are not good. Now I'm getting the dog food.
Ooh.
Suggestion.
Ma'am.
We went in the wrong order.
We did go in the wrong order.
Canned gravy.
Yeah.
Canned brown gravy is what that tastes like to me.
That's really bad.
Just because
Yeah.
That's really bad.
because it tastes and smells. I mean, they put the picture of the steak on. If that's
fucked
what
up,
Wagyu
Lay's
beef
Thailand.
tastes like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that does. It tastes like dog food or gravy or something.
It's cloying. I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
Here, come here, coffee.
Come here, Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale and LIT mix.
Mr. Saturn, Chris, thank you.
was fun.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
However, we want to split these up because I would like the girls to try them and Casey to try them.
Take them on.
So I can take a few.
Take 'em, bud.
I don't
I
know
won't
if you
eat
want to
'em.
have Nikki or if you want to have Tanya try them.
No, I won't take them.
No, take
Or
them.
really trick Cohen tomorrow.
No, what do you mean? These are regular Lays, Cohen. I don't understand.
These are barbecue.
Pop up. This tastes like dog food.
I knew you were eating the dog food.
It was you all along.
We were talking about. We bought these dog biscuits for Penny, that are these little milk bones that are dipped in peanut butter. Like the bottom of the biscuit has peanut butter on
Like
it.
a peanut butter flavor? Or?
No, it's
Oh,
peanut
it's
butter.
peanut butter.
And my son did this. I did this too. We opened the bag. It was like, man, these smell good. They smell really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of
Try
want
one.
to eat. I kind of want to eat one.
Did you?
No.
I would. I've definitely had dog biscuits before, and like knowing
They're
it's
like cookies, aren't they?
I mean, they've been on a floor. Like I know that much.
Yeah.
You know, like I kind of went into it knowing, well, this has been on a warehouse floor at some point, and bugs have definitely crawled on it. But yeah,
it's good enough for the dog. It's good enough for me.
because I love David Sedaris so much, like iTunes kept recommending me this author, Augustin Burroughs. So I read his first book, Running with Scissors, which is sort of like he does comedic touching essays and stories about, his life like David Sedaris does.
I've heard of that book before.
And yeah, it's really good. It is like he is certainly darker and grittier and more sexual than David Sedaris. But he
Impossible.
I know, right? Whenever he talks about growing up and like his surrogate family that he sort of just moved in with, this really weird family that took him in because he had a lot of family issues with his parents.
They got tired of him running with scissors in the house all
They're
the
like,
time.
eat this dog food. They ate a lot of dog food. Like it was cheap and they would just eat kibble by the hand, just like, you're not too good for this. And
Oh, it was
they-
kibble.
Kibble. Yeah,
I mean,
they
I
ed a lot of
honestly think that's better than like canned dog
Canned
food,
wet dog
where
food.
it's like, oh, what is that? Is that fat? I guess it's just fat, right?
Anytime I think about I've tried dog food, I think about two things, that part of that book where the grandma just
And then the time
is
you
sitting
tried
there
dog
like
food.
like a bag of like whatever Sam's Choice dog food while they're all watching movies eating like it's popcorn. And then whenever I went
That's wild.
freshman year spring break, I went a girl I was sort of dating in Virginia, and I flew over. I stayed with her for a week.
Yes, I remember this
Yeah,
story.
It was weird. I mean, the whole encounter feels like that's my alternate branching 1984 path that never should have happened. Even when I was there, it felt weird. Like I shouldn't
Well,
be here.
I mean, in the multiverse, there is a version of you that stayed
that
there.
just stayed.
Yes. Yeah.
Ugh. And I remember her and her family knew a local like rich person that just had his own private zoo, and they had their own
A real Tiger King.
yeah, pretty much. And he had bubble gum quarter dispensers only you would get
God.
food.
Yeah, I remember you telling this
And
story.
I remember her eating it and me being like, "Ugh, not kissing you for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
This looks like even grosser kibble.
Yeah.
So no thank you. It looks like balls of grass and dirt. No thank you.
Yeah. I probably still would have kissed her, but I mean that's just me.
But you eat dog biscuits.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
I have eaten a dog biscuit.
sure,
Come on,
whatever.
let's-
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
Let's set the record straight. But yeah, I definitely would have been like, "Hey, stop! That's weird. Don't do that. We eat people food. Now come here.
Come here and let
Come
me
here.
get up in that.
Eat your ass. Come here.
Yeah, come on.
I was not an ass eating man at that point.
Yeah, right.
No, I was. That was I became an as-eaten man in high school.
Yeah,
so
I don't-
that was
yeah,
definitely in college.
I was
so
about to
yeah,
say,
that's
I don't
fine.
buy that.
Not her, but I was still.
I don't buy that for a fucking second.
I had my brown shovel. I don't know what kind of award you get for that, but
Brown shovel.
your Red Wings or your brown shovel. I don't,
Yeah, your chocolate Patrick.
Speaking of the multiverse, have you seen this nuts Spider-Man trailer?
No,
that
I
just released?
know I'm going to see it, so I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay.
I know I'll see the movie.
Oh, okay. I'm
I've
not going
heard.
to get into it,
Yeah.
but it's crazy.
That new Ghostbusters movie's out, right?
It starts tomorrow
oh,
or
okay.
today.
So
That
does
snuck
Wheel
up
of
on me.
Time on Amazon Prime. I'm so ready.
What is it?
Wheel of Time.
Wheel of
Yes,
Time.
I'm going to start that soon. Actually. That's next on my list after I finish The Wire.
I hope I have high. I know I'll be disappointed in some ways, but I'm just happy
Yeah.
that it's fucking getting. Someone's trying it. It is a fucking behemoth, and I'm glad someone's trying it.
How are they doing that? Are they doing it weekly, like slow drip? Or are they doing blah? Here's 20.
Cum shot.
Amazon shows tend to vary depending.
Sure.
Like The Expanse was released weekly,
Okay.
but I know there's some shows that they release all in one glop. So it'll probably be weekly
Because it's
If
it's like
it's
their
weekly-
second highest budgeted show, so it might be weekly.
If it's weekly and I hear that it is good, there's a very good chance that I will actually watch it. If it's all one shot, and even if people are like, it's really good, I'll probably be like, I don't know, man.
Well, Star Trek Discovery just dropped its season 4, episode 1 today. So stuff's really starting to pile up for me to watch. But Wheel of Time is definitely on my list. I've never read the book.
I just hope it gets people to wanting to read the books.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I'm very glad Joey is doing. We still talk about it every now and then. Like, hell yeah, man, keep reading, keep going.
I tried reading Eye of the World like a long, long time ago. Like when John and I lived together. I remember trying to read it, and I don't know, man. I just bounced off of it. But I also don't read a lot of fantasy. Like I really don't. So like I like playing games set in fantasy settings, whether they
Yeah.
be tabletop or video games.
I feel like playing the Wheel of Time setting 3.0 setting would probably be the best way for you to get interested in it.
Yeah.
Because it does, like, it is so perfect for that tabletop. And those, I mean, I got those books that Wiley had
Yeah.
for it. Like,
I remember reading over those.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I think Robert Jordan, like, did part of that with that in mind.
Yeah.
So, like, it was, man, mwah.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
It's just, I don't know, a lot of the fantasy stuff feels like a lot of like front-loaded commitment. And this is going to sound weird, and I don't mean this in like a disparaging way to people who read it, because I mean, I just don't, but it almost feels like there's a big buy-in at the front. And it's like, if you buy into it, it's like, okay, well, this is good. And it always makes me wonder, it's like, is it good? Or is it like, I read 200 pages. This is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, even if it's not a great story, it's like, I mean, I've invested a lot of time in it. It's like when you buy something and you spend a lot of money on it, and it's like, fuck, man, this thing isn't great, but
I'm going to commit here.
but I did spend a lot of money on it. So I'm not saying that that's Wheel of Time, but
Yeah.
but that's always my worry with fantasy novels.
I've read a number of series. Like I started off in middle school with the David Eddings stuff, the Belgariad and the Malorian.
Whichever, that's Blake's favorite series.
Yeah.
I haven't read that.
I read those. They're good. They're a little dated now, even though they're fantasy. They read differently, I'm sure. Of course, I read the Lord of the Rings and all those things, and then I read
that one I couldn't do.
I adventured.
Devoured The Hobbit. Loved The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Thought Fellowship was the most boring
It's
thing
pretty
I'd ever
boring.
read.
I thought it was boring.
too many
too.
song lyrics. in that
yeah,
book.
so it's like Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
Flip.
There's a reason they left the Tom Bombadil out of the movie.
I adventured with Belgarath.
Say what?
I adventured with Belgarath.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. 7'6", 6,000 years old. That was McElwain's first D&D character.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whatever, like he was. I remember he's a wizard. It's like, oh, we go along, and I finally like, let me see your character sheet. Are you 7'6" and 6,000 years old? Yep. That's whatever. By the way, you guys didn't notice that humongous, freakish wizard ambling along with you for the last 1,000 miles.
I do love it when like character details pop up in a tabletop campaign like 4 or 5 sessions in, and it like just warps everything you know about that character.
What did you think he looked like? You in a robe.
Like all of us imagine we look like. Yeah.
So he called his character Belgareth?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's the opposite of the Belgareth from the book. Because
I've heard.
that dude was like Yoda. He was
Yeah.
like the old man that the main character didn't know. It was his uncle, you know. He didn't know that he was a sorcerer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I read some of those books. What were the ones with that wizard Raistlin?
Dragonlance.
I'd read some Dragonlance.
I've heard good things about Dragonlance.
I'll tell you
I
what,
got that
the one I
campaign setting in there
remember,
on the
Yeah.
shelf.
the one I remember the most is when Raistlin got caught and taken to hell with the Spider Queen or something. It was some part of one story that he was like basically left to suffer there for all of eternity type of thing. It was terribly
Death
scary.
by Snoo Snoo.
Yeah. She was a spider though, so that would be even worse.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was that, and then I've read a couple, but I'm like you. I don't read a whole lot of that. The last fantasy sort of series that I read, which was audiobook, if that counts. I don't
Counts.
wasn't
It
reading.
counts. Absolutely counts.
Was
I think it's harder than actually reading, so it definitely
Yeah.
counts.
it was the Game of Thrones up to the point
Yeah.
where it finished. You know, being published. And then I read those fucking. I told you I read those fucking books.
The Dunkin' Egg.
Dunkin'
and
Egg.
All the side little stories.
Well, those I did, yes. I read the Targaryen and all that. No, I'm talking about that other series by that dude that also hasn't finished.
Oh, yeah.
Who I fucking refuse.
Patrick Rothfuss, Name of the Wind,
Yeah.
and Wise Man's Fear.
I refuse to read the next book. It's out. I'm out. And that's what bothers me, because you talk about, you know, buying into fantasy books and novels and stuff, and it sort of being an investment. What really pisses me off is when you make an investment of your money and your time.
Oh, it's more the time for
Yeah.
me, for sure.
Sure.
Because books are, I mean, relatively
But then
inexpensive.
the author just decides,
Right.
I sold this for a shit ton of money. I don't need to finish it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm too old for this or whatever. That's what bothers me, because
Yeah.
those fucking Game of Thrones books are long.
Yeah.
They just get longer, kind of like Gunslinger. But at least he finished it. I mean, okay, sure, fine.
Yeah,
it was
he did.
30 years between.
Yeah, he
Wizard
broke the
and
gunslinger when he
Glass.
was like 18 or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
After Wizard and Glass, I want to say it was like 20-something years before the next book came out. But then he published the last 3 chapters, the last 3 books, like boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Is
And
there
he
a
finished it, and he's like, "By the way, if you don't like the way it ends, go fuck yourself, because it's my story, and I'm going to tell it how I
Yeah.
want."
Yeah, and I think that I honestly think
But at
that's
least he
great.
finished
I didn't. I hated it at first. It took me 10 years to be
to
like
get over it.
for it to click me to like, no, that's fucking perfect.
It really
No,
is.
that is the way it should go.
But- and
and
he
then
even-
knowing that it
I do want to read these, like, for sure.
Yeah, we're
These
not
are
gonna
ones that
tell.
I
I won't-
actually
I won't
do
spoil.
really
Yeah.
super want to read. Have wanted to read for a while because I love Stephen King.
But I'll tell you that Stephen King was so concerned about the ending that he
Yeah.
actually wrote an alternate ending for
see.
people who just got to have it this
in
certain
it.
way.
Like, here's your ending. This is the ending I know you want. If you don't want it to change, stop right here. Like, it's in the book. Like, he reads that in the audio book because he was like, I
Yeah.
know this isn't what everybody wants to see. This is because what he's described, like, whenever he writes, he feels like he's not making it up. He's viewing something somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't decide where it goes. It might go in a direction I don't want it
Yeah.
to, but that's just how it happens.
Well, and the thing about the Gunslinger series to me is I always, if I reread it, if I start it and try to get through it, I stop at Wizard. I get through like halfway
Wizard
through.
and Glass is just so good.
Wizard and Glass is like my favorite.
It is my favorite book.
Like
I'm with you.
of
100%.
all time of all books. Wizard and Glass is my favorite fucking book.
that's the second one.
It's the fourth
That's
book.
the fourth one.
It's the prequel.
Okay.
It's something. This isn't a spoiler by any means. At some point during the journey, Roland and his party stop to to take a break, to sleep
Sure.
one night, and he tells them his past, his story. And his story is the fourth book from when he was younger and what it was like
he's
to
like
grow up.
Yeah,
in
he's like
his,
18, 17 or 18, and
when
he's
he was
40 in the
training
book.
to be a gunslinger, and it just sort of gives his sort of reason for why he is what he is and who he is.
Okay.
It's the best book I've ever read, and I could read it again apropos of nothing right now. Just pick it up and read it because it's perfect.
And you could do that. You could do a standalone reading of Wizard and Glass. It'd be
you
totally
really
fun.
truly could.
For mine and Melissa's first anniversary, I had Nicole cross stitch Burden Bear and Heron Fish. And so that's
Nice.
framed in
Aw.
there beside our. I've got her wedding dress framed, and everything from our first year, our marriage certificate, and then Burden Bear and Heron Fish.
Nice. See the turtle of enormous girth on his back. He carries the earth. Maybe you'll get it later. But I get about halfway through Wolves of the Cala, and it's good, but I never pick it back. I stop.
It's a big. All the shit with Andy is just. It's kind of a.
Yeah.
It's where things take a necessary departure. But I guess it's no weirder than Blame the Pain. But yeah, Wolves of the Cala is just kind of different.
Blaine. That Wastelands is so good. Dude, yeah, if you get around to reading them, I want to discuss with you, especially you guys, about it because it's a great series.
No,
I started that shit
Once
when
you
I
read
was
that
in-
series, I want to do a game in Midworld.
Yeah,
I want to do
yeah.
a Savage Worlds Deadlands game set in Midworld. Do like an alternate telling of somewhere else of some other quartet doing something else.
That'd
I think
be
that'd
cool.
be fucking a blast.
But yeah,
How many books are there?
7.
Okay.
And they
That's a lot of
the
books.
first book is really, really short.
Yeah,
It's
Gunslinger
like-
you could read in a day.
you could read that in a day easily. Drawing of the Three is the second book, and it's 4 times longer than that.
Yeah.
And they do get pretty
So
much
good.
longer, but they
God.
get
Well, I mean-
better and better and better and better.
I'm familiar with King, and so that's why it's kind of like I just anticipated these all to be very long books. But I mean, entertaining.
It's a quick read, honestly. You can get
Yeah.
through the first one in a day. I bet if you just sat down and read, you'd finish the others fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But hell, I don't even remember most of what happens in Song of Susanna and The Dark Tower now because I've only read those once. I've read the first 4 books of that series 5 times.
Yeah.
I think the first 4 are the strongest.
Because there was this huge gap between the 4th and the 5th book where he stopped writing them
Sure.
and he wasn't sure where to go with it.
How was it when it picked back up as far as like
It still
style
had
and
the
all that?
same-
I mean, to have the same feel.
It had the
and-
same flavor.
I mean,
It
I
was
read
just-
them. I only had to wait for the last 2.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, yeah, but
And I didn't know anything about it. I just saw it in Books A Million. I thought it had a cool cover. So I grabbed the Gunslinger, and then that was fucking it, man.
Man in Black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover is bullshit. Definitely. Definitely judge
Well, there
a
have
book.
been like 6 or 7 editions of this.
Yeah.
If not more. And they all have different covers, you know.
Sure.
But they're good.
I was
Yeah.
just making a dumb joke.
I know. No, in this case, I hadn't seen a bad one. So what I'm going with that and saying this one actually works. The cover art works.
And I think you will have more appreciation for it than I will because I had never read any Stephen King. I'd never seen any
God,
movie.
how much would I have liked to have started Stephen
'Cause
King on
it
The Dark
connects,
Tower?
It connects.
That's what I've always
every,
heard. And I'm
you
not.
know,
But see, another part of me, like honestly, like a part of me is like, I don't really want that. I think it's neat, but I'd like to fucking keep my shit separated and like organized. And I just worry about that being. Don't worry about it.
It's not
Okay.
going to come up for you.
Okay.
How much Stephen King have you read?
I mean, a bunch.
You'll pick up little things that
I mean,
that he-
Peter Callahan is the biggest.
I mean, if
the
it's
biggest part.
very
it's not leaned on. It's just kind of like here's a fun little thing.
toss out.
That's
It's
okay.
it's
I'm
fan
in.
service.
I'm in for that
and it,
because I liked in 11/22/63. I mean, the main character have you read it?
yes.
Okay.
Well, I've seen the movie, but yeah,
Okay. Well, I don't know what they do in the movie,
I think it's the same.
and I don't want to spoil anything.
Very fine.
But and so if you don't want to know this little bit of fucking throw out that King did, Go ahead and skip forward 20 seconds or whatever. In that story, the main character time travels and like he goes back in time.
Yep.
I guess to like the 50s, to the
60s.
Well,
Yeah.
he kind of starts in the like late 50s, I think, and because he's living, I don't know how they do it in the movie, but he's like living there for years, essentially waiting for gathering information and waiting for the JFK assassination.
Yes, that's correct. I do that in the movie.
So it's not like he boom gets there and then like jumps in front of a bullet. It's
Right.
like he meets people and I don't even know why I can't even remember the construct to why it's years before. But anyway, it's years before, and he runs into the characters from It.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if they do that in the movie or not.
They don't really run into characters from the other books in the Gunslinger novels. It's more in the Dark Tower series. It's more of like you'll see a shoe from the little boy from Pet Sematary.
Okay.
Or there's a book called Insomnia that was written during that time that leans heavily into the whole bad guy from the Man in Black in the Gunslinger novels. And,
Yeah, because
and
Flag is the villain in Stand, right?
Randall Flagg and the Red King and all of this, it all is referring to basically Walter is the guy's name in Dark Tower, and it's all the same character.
Okay.
It's all, that's what sort of draws them all together.
Gotcha.
But like in one point in the third book, they're on a particular vehicle going over this land that's very Lovecraftian. It's very whatever, that, and it's the same kind of stuff like you see in The Mist that comes down from the mountain, that
sure.
those weird monsters, or from a Buick 8 where you open the trunk and inside the trunk is a portal to this fucking same place where all this evil, horrible, nasty, gross things live.
Yeah.
And that's how it's all tied together.
Did you like a Buick 8?
I did. I mean, it was weird, but I
Yeah.
liked it.
Man,
He leaned heavy into the Lovecraft stuff.
And that's honestly probably my least favorite King that I've ever.
No, yeah, I'd say I don't remember it well enough
Yeah.
to.
I just thought. I
know.
mean, it's interesting to hear. Oh, it has some kind of connection. Maybe I would have gotten more value out of it because honestly, it was one of those where it was like, holy shit. I
So-
like Stephen King, but I'm bored right now.
And in the concept of the gunslinger, the world is held together by these beams. Okay, these beams of power that everything sort of follow. You'll see the clouds sort of follow the beams, and the birds' magnetic sense of direction is
Like
always
ley lines kind of thing.
pretty much. And in the Stephen King universe, I've always believed that he is using the Dark Tower series as the beam that goes through his entire universe.
Yeah.
In some way, form, or fashion, everything he writes follows the beam.
Yeah, all the
that's-
beams converge on the tower.
Right. And the
Okay.
tower is different levels of reality. So
Okay.
we're on Midworld, right? No. Midworld is where Roland and them are
Right,
from.
yes.
We are
Well, it alludes that Midworld is our world post because they
okay.
find like the Sitgo signs and
That's true.
shit like
But
that.
then there's End World, and this all the different levels of the tower basically represent different levels of existence.
Okay.
And it's all tied together, but that you'll get it. You'll
Okay.
get it. It's not going to require you to remember this or to feel like I missed out on something here
Sure.
or there or whatever. It's
And I mean,
just a good series all by itself.
I liked it. I mean, like in 11/22/63. I mean, I liked that little bit because I mean, it was done in a way where it's like, oh, this is a nice little like, hey, if you've read it, you'll really like this.
Sure.
And it's 3 pages long. It's not like a huge deal. I just kind of when it gets into like I'm really like, I don't know, man. When it gets real systematic and stuff, I kind of check out. And it's just because I don't really think that the world is actually put together like that.
Right,
To me,
yeah.
the world is just chaos, and we're just trying to build structure around that chaos to make ourselves feel better.
Sure.
So, like when I read stories where it's like everything's like, this is the structure of the world. It's like it's unbelievable to me, and it's so that, and I kind of check out because it's like all of a sudden instead of it making it feel immersive, which I think is the goal, I feel really pulled out because it's kind of like, but like, what I love that about Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones is just like felt so real, because it's like, it is like there's structure, but it's like, it doesn't matter. Like the structure doesn't matter. People try really fucking hard in Game of Thrones and it all fucking falls apart anyway. And it's like, to me, that is like, that happens in real life. That fucking happens. And it's like, to me, that's like, wow, that's good. That's good writing, because you're telling a real story in a fantasy setting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The story isn't about the setting. It just happens to take place in like a fantasy setting. And that's what I really liked about Game of Thrones. So that's the kind of stuff that I look for. And I feel like a lot of the King that I read is they're horror stories, but they're also like set in reality and grounded until shit happens. You know, like the King is really good at horror because like he plays the long fucking game and does it right, where it's like 2/3 of the book are like normal shit. And it's like you're learning the characters and strange things happen here
Slow
and there.
burn
But then
him.
like the last third of the book is like, oh my fucking God, what is going on?
Like Alan Wake, sort of that
Yes.
pacing where
Yeah.
you go
Right.
into a normal town, everything's good. Oh, there's a diner. These guys seem kind of weird that are singing in the diner. Oh, well. you
Right.
know.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. Man,
Yeah.
Alan Wake. I think they just re-released Alan Wake not too long ago. And
Oh, I heard they were going to.
yeah, I've been and it kind of makes me hopeful that they're going to like do another Alan Wake.
Yeah.
That game,
What?
I
Wait,
played it,
huh?
but I didn't. It scared me. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
like the
Okay.
light dynamic thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah. No,
freaked
it's-
me
no,
out.
it's
I couldn't.
freaky.
It's not that it wasn't a good game. It's that I just couldn't hack it.
I was just
man.
curious
It's like-
because it's so like this is Stephen King.
Oh,
that
yeah,
like
it
I mean
really
it's Stephen
is.
King the video game.
It truly is, and I don't want to be in that game,
Yeah.
you know. But the whole thing with the lights,
Oh,
and
I love that
getting
shit,
trapped
though.
in the dark, and you got to run under the street light, and
love that.
it
God, I love
stresses
that
me
shit.
Grabbing
out.
you.
And
and running,
you're
yeah.
running towards the light and it's flickering. Yeah. Dude, we were playing Phasmophobia the other night and we're getting brave because it's like we're doing a 3-man team. It's like me and Nate and Dalton from the Steam Machine podcast. And it's like we're doing these. So like there's different levels of difficulty. There's amateur, intermediate, professional, and nightmare. So a full group is 4, but we've been playing a lot. And it's like, fuck it. Let's do a fucking advanced. Let's try it. And so we do it, and it's like we fucking solve this shit real fast, and it's like, let's get a photograph of this ghost. And it's like, all right, we're gonna get a photograph of the ghost. So like we all go in, we know the room that's haunted in the house, and we're talking shit to the ghost, and it's giving us fucking nothing. It's giving us nothing the whole time we've been in. It's just giving us the evidence to identify what kind of ghost it is. And we're in the laundry room, and we're fucking calling them out, and like every time you use her name, it's supposed to anger them. And we're getting nothing. And then finally, he fucking shows up in front of us and stands there for like, I swear to God, like a solid 3 seconds. And all the lights in the house explode. Like all the bulbs just go off.
Oh no!
And then he disappears and we've run the fuck out of the house into the van. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it was
Do you guys stream this when you play?
on the Discord we typically do.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch you guys play that sometime.
But we also play it at like 3 a.m. So there is that. But yeah, man, it's sorry that you just saying that reminded me
No,
of
it's okay.
that experience of Phasmophobia. No, it was like that dude fucking showed up full fucking body, just standing there. Essentially, we're all frozen because it's like maybe he's like a T-Rex and like we just stay
If you don't
still.
move, you won't see us.
Yeah, man, that game's so much fun. I want to play it.
Well, you want to talk about Super Soccer real quick?
Yeah, I do. You guys,
Well, we
you
can
guys,
take a bathroom break
You guys want
first,
to take a little
though.
potty break?
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, yes, we can talk about Super Soccer, although we had a fantastic off-mic conversation about the new Applebee's Cheetos encrusted food, which sounded like Taco Bell entrees.
And some weird flavor of Mountain Dew. I don't know if it's like some new Mountain Dew flavor, exclusive only to Applebee's, kind of like Baja Blast used to be at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell,
and
yeah.
That Sweet Lightning at KFC. Like,
Sweet Lightning?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that a Mountain Dew thing?
Yep.
Oh.
Exclusive to KFC, like Baja Blast was. Yeah.
My goodness.
And I've got that flaming hot Mountain Dew for us to try whenever we do,
I forgot about
Spice
that.
Giving.
Did you hear that Firehouse Subs was purchased?
No.
Yeah, by the I can't remember the name of it was shared on Discord
Scheinhart
earlier.
Wig Company.
Yeah, no, it was like something like Food Brands. Like, I mean, that was like the name of it, where it's like
Food Inc.
where it's like, they're like they own Burger King, and like so it's like they've been doing this shit, but like the name is very we are a corporation who buys food brands.
Are they going to still support firefighters? Because I always liked that about Firehouse.
I don't know.
Now they just set fire to houses. We're going the other direction.
This is Gremlins 3. I don't know if you guys do that or not.
All right, Mountain Dew.
Are you doing off brands, please?
No, this is the Apple.
Please,
This is
let's
the
do it.
Applebee's
Oh, okay.
Mountain Dew.
All right, okay.
A Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash, a new universe of flavor. Available exclusively at Applebee's. In the depths and darkness of space, a dark energy has been unleashed.
This is
This is Applebee's. With a blinding flash, intergalactic berry flavors collide with Mountain Dew trademark into an explosion of sweetness and refreshment. Dark and delicious. Take your taste buds on a trip as blue raspberry and blackberry flavors collide for an out of this world
Lord.
Mountain Dew experience.
This is the world that we fucking live in.
That's the new Borg, Apple of B.
You can search all across the galaxy, but the only place you'll find the celestial flavor is Applebee's.
Yeah. Someone definitely went to thesaurus.com and typed in universe. Wow.
Dark Berry Blast.
All of this reminds me of Taco Bell, which reminds me of an adventure that I had earlier this week where I ordered Taco Bell on the Taco Bell app for the first time because I'm really getting into this fast food app game. And so I placed the order and I went to the restaurant and I pulled up and the guy was like, "You what?" I was like, I ordered. I'm here to pick up food. I don't know. It's my first time. I don't know how this works. And he's like, "We don't have any orders." I was like, "Oh, are you sure?" He's like, "Let me check." Come back. "No, we don't." "Oh." And then this is the part where I'm a huge idiot and do not know the names of streets
You
in
picked
this
the
town.
wrong one. I knew that was coming. I knew it.
And so I looked at the app and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I placed this order at the furthest Taco Bell from here." So I drive out to that Taco Bell out at the mall.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, on
Which
the
is also
the BFE
least,
Taco Bell.
the least conveniently placed.
oh god, it's the worst.
The place where they've got that thing sitting, it's so hard to get
But it's
in and out
because they've
of.
been there so long,
Yeah.
and then like
the
everything
mall
around
was
it.
built around
like,
it.
everything
Yeah.
was built around it. So yeah, it's just like it's really like in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Like it really is. It's like in a big giant parking lot that they're just like,
Yep.
well, this Taco Bell's here. I guess we just put the parking lot around it. And so I get there.
It's like the house and up that wouldn't sell to everything else around it.
Yeah. So I'm like, fine, I guess I'll just take the interstate and zip on over. Nope, they had exits closed. So like, I guess I'm gonna take a giant ass detour to go get Taco Bell because I'm not gonna cancel the order because I am a man. So I'm gonna just go and fucking
man.
Drive across town for Taco Bell.
Be a man.
Be a man.
I'm not going to let Taco Bell app defeat me. I'm not going to do it. So, meanwhile, Nikki's waiting at home for Taco Bell. And this whole thing started because I was like, you know what, sweetie, you always
You work hard.
you always pick up the food and like you don't get to like chill at the house. And it's late and she was tired and I was like, I want to do this for us. I want to do this. I'm going to go get the Taco Bell. Davey can do this.
Now, when you finally
I
got
thought that
home,
was your favorite Taco Bell. That's why I went there.
when you finally got home, was she like This is why I always go get the food, Davey.
No. She was 1,000% asleep. And I was like, wake up, here's your Taco Bell. Wake
Just
up.
laid a cold, soft taco on her face.
Not this again. Yeah.
Well, I did that shit the other day. A couple weeks ago, we decided for some fucking reason we were going to have Arby's. And the one out by the mall is trash.
I haven't been.
They suck. They do a terrible job.
I need to go to an Arby's.
The one in Lone Oak
been a
is
decade.
about the same distance from me, so I went to that one to get dinner. They closed at 5
At 5 o'clock
Ooh.
p.m.
they're
were
like
closed.
what?
There was a
this?
sign. This was a couple weeks ago.
This-
There was a sign on the window that said we close at 5.
We only got one person, so
No
when it gets
shit.
dark, we close.
So they probably moved everybody out to the mall store and just have them work there, which that one's still, the dining room isn't even open.
Yeah.
But so and then I ended up having to do that too. I had to drive all the way across town back towards the mall area to go get Arby's, and then it was total garbage, and I knew it would be just because Arby's sucks now.
My Taco Bell journey round trip 1 hour. Literally 1 hour, and I know
And there's
that.
the Taco John so close.
I know. Didn't want Taco John's. It was kind of, and I like Taco John's, but I had like, I don't know.
You needed that weird Taco Bell
Yep.
flavor
Yep.
in your body. I
Yep.
get that.
Yep. And it's like because the Taco John's is really close to our house, we
The
have.
Taco John's is much better. That one by your house is much better than it used to be. It
Yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
That place
holy
was
fuck.
awful.
Back when Captain Gunner John worked there, he really tore it down. I mean, come on, John.
I thought he worked at the other one.
He worked at Bridge Street, I thought.
Oh.
Almost positive. I'd put 20 down on
Let's
it.
call him. And as soon as he says
What
yes
time
or
is
no,
it?
hang up.
It's fine. It's 8:51. It's not 9/11 yet.
Yet.
Where is he?
Then we'll call Phil and ask him if he's ever worked at a Taco Bell.
That's fine. I'm fine with this too.
All right, I just texted him and said I just texted him and said we're calling you and you better answer.
Okay. John, stop having sex with your enormous penis and pick up.
He may
Call has been forwarded to an automatic
Damn it.
message system. 27.
All right. Pick up next time, 27. That's your name. All right. Well, I bet I'm almost positive it's Bridge Street. But anyway, now people can piece together where John lives based on 27 and Taco John's Bridge Street. Fuck. I'm sorry, John. But anyway, yeah, we probably have Taco John's. Taco Bell is a weird special treat because it's like, honestly, it's probably a good thing that the Taco Bell that I thought I had placed the order didn't actually get that order, because that Taco Bell is that's a trash Taco Bell, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Because Taco Bell ain't exactly like your fancy eating or anything, but the Taco Bell out where I live is bad, real bad.
So,
Super Soccer.
Super Soccer.
Super Soccer.
We hadn't planned on talking about this much.
Yeah, yeah. I played it
But you have things
for
to
hours.
say. I don't see. I'm surprised.
I don't
to
see
hear
how
that.
you did that.
I liked it.
I didn't hate it,
Yeah.
but I got fucking bored real quick because it was simple. You know, I actually got to where I kind of understood the controls and I could play it, and I scored some goals. Like, as opposed to
Wow.
most soccer games.
Yeah, that's good,
dude. That's
I didn't-
impressive
I
because
didn't score goals.
scoring goals in this game, I felt like until I figured out a way to manipulate the AI, I thought was very difficult to do.
It was.
Well, I realized like I would have scored more goals, but if there is a bar within any pixel, it's just going to reflect off. Even if it looks like, oh, that should bank in or some shit. No. It's just going to deflect off. The goal is actually much smaller than it would appear.
Yeah, the goal kind of warps space time.
But it reminded me your name. you know, depending, because I was Germany, because it looked like Germany was the best team.
They're
They
the best
were
team.
the best team.
Yeah.
Played Belgium.
The worst team.
The worst team.
So,
That's how I started too.
I did too.
So it was just like
Did
I
you
learned
beat
how to
them?
do slide
Or was it
kicks. and
Uruguay that was the worst
They
team?
No,
they beat
Belgium.
me.
Okay,
They
okay.
beat me, but it was only by like one goal.
Because I mean, it took me like several times playing Belgium before I was like, all right, until I could beat them and be like, all right, I'm moving on to Uruguay now. And then it took me several times playing them to be like, all right, I beat them. Now I can move on to Colombia, I think it was.
Okay.
And I was just playing exhibition matches,
Right.
just going through each of the countries. And there's 16 total countries. This is honestly the most fun that I've had with a soccer game so far, but it might also be because I've spent the most time with this as opposed to kind of honestly blowing off every soccer game that we've done.
I don't disagree. This was an easier pick up and play. I feel like I was a little slow, but I was able to figure out the slides and the movement, and you know,
There wasn't just-
it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't a whole lot to it, but that's
No,
part of its
but it's-
charm. I think that's why it was successful.
It is a simple game.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I just got bored. I just don't like soccer
Yeah.
really, so I didn't really do much with it. Other
Yeah.
than I played a few games just here and there, just for fun, but I didn't dislike it.
I liked it. I liked it enough to play it.
I like it
A
more
lot.
than International Superstar Soccer.
Absolutely.
Which was on IGN's Top 100.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it better than that too. I have some things about the game that I don't like. I honestly thought that passing was kind of tough because what they want you to do is like when you have the ball, when you're dribbling the ball, they want you to select the receiver of the pass with L and R, and then like cycling through gets really rough while you're still
While you're controlling
you
the
have
ball
to move,
and
or they're going to
moving-
steal the ball
yeah,
from you.
which they
They
absolutely
constantly
do.
do.
Yes.
Another option is, and I didn't know this until later, is you can just pass the ball. You can just kick it and hope that somebody gets it, but the passes aren't sticky. So it's like, that was the other thing where it's like once I'd select a receiver and pass it, the ball would be kicked to where they were when I
you
selected
selected
them, not where they are going. So if I was passing the ball to a player, I would need to stop that player and back up a little bit to get the ball and then get them towards the goal again. I didn't like that, and I don't know if that was a limitation of the game or if that was a limitation of just my skill. Like maybe I hadn't figured out the right way to pass. But I did play this game for probably about 4 hours, and
That's
I
a
do
lot,
I do feel like if I'm still having that problem 4 hours in, maybe it's a little bit of a design flaw.
Maybe it's them and not me.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just going to throw it out there. But I mean, it's also a video game from the 90s, so they may
Early.
they may expect that from you. Yeah, which reminds me, we probably should do a Dave read some Wikipedia.
Did you hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. It sounds like a one really hot, just overheated engine that is tired of driving from Taco Bell to Taco Bell to Taco Bell. Which, of course, ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads Some Wikipedia. Super Soccer, known in Japan as Super Formation Soccer, is a football soccer video game developed by Human Entertainment for the Super NES. Human published the game by themselves in Japan, whereas Nintendo did it overseas, which we know for sure because in the arenas where you play, there are advertisements for SimCity and Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy. Very, very big on the Game Boy in
Very.
Uruguay.
It's like really in the arena, there's probably a total of 20 Game Boy logos in there. It was released in Japan in 1991 and in the United States and Europe in 1992. It was on the Super NES launch lineup in Europe due to the sport's popularity.
Do you like the PAL exclusive sequel, Sensible Soccer?
Oh, is that the sequel? I didn't realize
No, I
that
just
it was
think-
part of the. Oh.
Perfectly
I just think
reasonable soccer.
I think it's a crazy name.
Wait, I think it's perfectly sensible.
It's a very British name. Sensible,
It
a good
is.
sensible soccer.
A spot of soccer. Yeah, I liked how simple it was. I kind of get bogged down by like the international superstar soccers, and when it gets too technical. to me, this was a nice blend of
I
like
can see where real
arcade and-
fans like that crunch.
for sure.
I don't want that crunch.
I don't want that crunch. Right, exactly. This kind of felt like, honestly, this felt like to me, oh, I might actually be able to learn soccer from playing this
Yeah.
babied down game.
Well, because it tells you got to do a corner kick or a
Right.
sideline
Yes.
throw.
It tells
or
you what is happening.
It tells you
Yes.
the thing that you're about to do, which helps you understand
The game
the
a little
game.
bit.
Yeah.
And like while you're playing, it just goes nutmeg.
Right.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah, no, it doesn't do that because, it's not that technical. That's a really good point. One thing that I loved about the game is the music. I thought the music was fantastic. I actually have some of the music.
There are a lot on YouTube of complete for Super
dude.
Soccer.
Dude, like I gotta play some of these because it's pretty rare that I want to do this. But when I heard like some of these songs, I was like, how can I not do this? So first of all, I'm gonna play.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear back from?
He was brushing his children's teeth. He is now available to call.
All right, let me call him real quick.
I told him it would be quick, so
Hey,
let's be quick.
let's call Rex Ronan over there. John Turley won't split those teeth.
Hello.
John,
Hey, what's up?
not much, man. You're on the show.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
You never call, so when you call, I just kind of assume.
I know. I'm the worst. I'm the worst friend in the world.
You're on the show or it's an emergency.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
They're interchangeable.
Someone is dead or I'm about to be on the show.
yeah. John, I need you to help me bury a body. Stop whatever you're doing.
You're on the
This is
show, by the way.
emergency. Yeah.
Ian exploded in his truck. We need your help.
First of all, John, I had the ghost pepper nuggets from Burger King that you recommended. They were good nuggets, but they're not spicy enough, man.
They're not really spicy, but I feel like it's a solid amount of spice. Like it's not gonna melt your face or anything, but I feel like they're pretty good for store, like for fast food.
For sure.
Nuggets.
I'm 100% with you. I wasn't disappointed. But what I was shit, I should have ordered a actual Whopper with it instead of this Whopper Junior.
Oh, I get 2 orders of them. I eat 16 of those suckers.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
I mean, for $3,
Yeah.
that's all right.
not bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong, right?
Okay. So now the meat of the question. John, which Taco John's did you work at? Once again, you're on the show.
This will
John.
all make sense next
All right,
week.
Okay, especially since I'm on the show, let me
Yes.
just say,
Uh-oh.
South Side, Best Side. I worked at Bridge Street.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right, son.
I
That's
always
right.
thought you worked over on Jackson.
Nah, I subbed in at Jackson a couple of times when
Okay.
they were short staffed because they were owned by the same people.
Right.
So, but
Taco
that
John.
was pretty rare to happen. Do you remember the drive-through only Taco John's? It was at Cardinal
Yeah,
Point.
Yes.
I do. I loved that place.
Yeah, I worked there like one day.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That place sucked.
I bet.
I bet.
It was so narrow.
Yeah, it is like a utility shed.
It really is. They've somehow managed to serve barbecue out of that thing now.
Man.
I don't even know how they
Good
do
barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
If people don't realize it's it's just 2 drive-throughs. One goes one way across one side of the building, and the other goes the other way across the other side of the building. And the building is super narrow.
You'd think they'd have just trucked the food on down to you from Jackson Street so you didn't have to actually cook it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far.
Yeah, but they had the full thing, like full steam table in there. It's just real
Ugh.
tight.
Yuck.
Just how I like it. All right. Well,
Like your steam table's tight.
Steam meat.
yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man.
That's
Well,
what we wanted, my man.
yep, that's it. We'll let you go. We know you're busy.
Oh yeah, no, I just got done brushing a 6-year-old's teeth. So
Well, go get your wife's teeth now.
the exciting life of John Turley.
Well, look, as 7 o'clock rolls around and all of a sudden Henry is like just drags his feet on everything because he knows. Yeah, he knows it's bedtime and yeah. All right, man.
I want to try to.
Yeah.
I want to try to maybe record with you guys next week or something.
Come on. We'll be doing.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh.
I talked to Ian. I forgot it's going to be like holiday week.
Yeah, we need to figure out when we're actually going to record because we're probably not actually going to record on Thanksgiving.
Thursday, yeah.
So
I mean, we probably could.
We all roll up in here about half asleep from eating too much all day.
I mean,
Tryptophan coma.
Yeah.
I could, but that's because like we don't have like a big Thanksgiving or anything.
Yeah, I probably could too. Mine will be gone after we eat. They'll
Yeah.
go, and I could probably come, but we'll figure it out.
All right. Okay.
All right,
yeah.
let me know.
Okay.
I'll catch y'all later.
All right,
Bye,
man.
buddy.
Later, man.
All right. See you, dude.
Later. Bye.
Well, somebody owes you $20.
That's right. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either, but somebody owes you
Somebody
$20.
I mean, I guess it's me because I'm the one that said I thought he worked at the other one.
No one took the bet.
That's probably Grim. Grim, you owe Dave $20.
Which one did you think he worked at?
Grim, you told me how much money you make, so you can give Dave $20.
All right. So the music. I really like the music in this game, although it is kind of weird, especially for a soccer game. And maybe I was just impressed that there was music in a soccer game.
Yeah.
But this is the music for Belgium. And so the way that it works is whoever you're playing as, you play in the first half. So it plays your music during the first half, and then the second half, it plays the opponent's music. And it was always kind of fun for me when I was playing a new team to be like, I wonder what their music is going to be like. So I want to play you Belgium's music, okay?
But so you're going to play us one, we'll have to guess the country.
God, no. Jesus, no. I'm going to play the music,
Qatar.
and I urge you to not imagine Dr. Robotnik emerging from lava in some kind of giant red contraption with drills or some kind of guns or anything like that.
Damn.
A lava crawfish. Ring explosion.
I can hear the sound effects with it. So I liked that.
That was good.
I wasn't expecting it.
It was very Belgian.
When it kicked in. Yeah, it's super Belgian.
I could taste the stroop waffles as you were playing it.
And there's one other that I want to play because it just surprised the shit out of me. And it actually made me look something up. But this is Colombia's music. And like, I got a story that goes along with this one. So I'm playing Colombia for the first time. And it's like, I finally feel like, holy shit, I've gotten good at this game. I'm fucking whipping Colombia's ass. It's like 5-0.
I will take their coffee.
That's right. Going into the second half. And then this music kicks in, and I don't know if it fucked with me psychologically, but they started coming back. And then they fucking won at the end, all to this music.
Oh,
Wait.
you think you are so good, David?
Wait
You
for
are
it.
not.
The run.
I see Little Mac running.
Well, this is what it made me look up. I was like, is Gloria Stefan from Colombia? Because that reminded me of
From Cuba. I
she
think.
is Cuban. That's what I found, and it's like the rhythm's gonna get you because
Yeah.
that's totally
That is
what
a good little riff.
I know.
Somebody was going crazy on that.
I like the music in this game. I do. I'm not gonna lie. Even though some of it's a little out of place, but maybe I need that.
Yeah.
It keeps soccer exciting. I didn't like it when in the second half you switch goals, right, in soccer at the next half, and it's like it would be nice if they kept the same viewing angle because like in the first half you're like moving up towards the goal, which is nice because you can see in front of you.
Yep.
But when they switch it, you're going to the bottom goal, and the camera's kind of like top down, and it's all of a sudden it's like you can't see where you're going because they give more viewing angle to the whoever is the team in control of that half, which makes sense for like two players, I guess. you want to give like equal share. But in single player, it's like, come on, man, just like throw me a fucking bone.
You're the
and,
computer.
Like,
You know where everything is.
You don't need to see. You're Daredevil. You're out here just like fucking feeling
You're
it.
following your programming.
Sometimes I felt like I was playing on like a diamond grid because it was almost like foosball almost. Like I would see one player move and 4 others
Yes.
turn and move the same
With
way
it.
in the same grid.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like that. I kind of feel like that's where like the AI really starts to show that it is AI. And it's like then I learned like how to exploit the goalie. And it's like what I would do is as like one of the strikers, I would come in. And if I could make it to like the goal line, you know, there's that like goal box or whatever around the goal. And if I were to run parallel to that, like on the line, the goalie would run out at me. And then once he got far enough towards me, I could
Kick it
just
past
kick it in
him.
the corner. And it's like he couldn't do anything about it because he was too far out, which I guess technically that would work in real soccer. But I do feel like at a point, 7 points have been scored on the goalie. The goalie's probably going to be like, I'm not going to fall for that this time. And that's it.
Okay.
That is super soccer. That's really all, honestly.
I mean, you beat all teams without getting any goals scored on you, and then you unlock Mars, which is the super boss of the game. Which nice touch, yeah.
You do play the Nintendo team.
Oh, do you really?
No, if you're in the tournament, which if you play the tournament and win, the Nintendo team comes out and you play against them.
And they're unbeatable.
They're pretty good from what I hear. I wouldn't know because I couldn't even get, past, I couldn't get 4 fucking wins.
Right.
And like, this was a game where it's like the next day, my left forearm was so sore because I mean, it's like in order to run, you have to like keep the D-pad press up like the entire time. And it's like my thumb was sore. And like when I would hold my phone in my left hand, my thumb would shake.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, this game is too much.
I haven't an N64 hand in a long time.
Long time.
Mario
So,
Party Paul.
no shit. There are fouls. You can foul somebody and they're yellow cards and red cards. Cause like fucking the penguin comes out and gives you a card. I don't know why he looked like that. But like you can shoulder tackle people. And I kind of learned early on, I don't know how it works in real soccer, but it's like the fouls kind of felt weird to me because I didn't know how they work. But like if you shoulder tackle somebody from behind, they don't like that. And then there's also like slide tackles.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever got a foul on like a slide tackle.
I didn't.
I watched a review that it's like 95% of the time you won't. And this is one of the few soccer games that let it slide.
Really? Like the slide tackle?
Yep.
Or okay, all right.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, and I don't know if they were trying to play into like, I don't know how many cards they actually give out in soccer games. Like, I don't know how common it is, but I mean, I was racking them up. And I know there's a
Gonna
cheat.
make a whole deck.
No shit. Yeah, I got a red deck, direct damage. There's a cheat where it's like if the official, referee, umpire comes out to give a card, if you hold down L and R, if it's like a yellow card, he ends up like not giving you a card. But if it's a red card, he gives it to the other team.
Nice.
I never used the cheat because I was like, I'm going to do it legitimately. I'm a man of honor. But I don't know. If you get like, I think 5 red cards, they're essentially like, you're out of the game.
Yeah, DQ'd.
Yeah. But it's like, I thought all that was like, again, it was kind of like educational because when they give you the card, like when they give you the red card, it pulls up a screen where they show the field and they show the position of the player who got the card. And then he goes, boop, off of the field. And you're like, oh, he's removed from the game. And I can see what position he played. It's not like like a soccer game for real soccer fans who like would know.
Who would know that?
Who would know,
already,
like, yeah, that guy was number 13. I know what position he plays, so I know he's gone. Instead, the game's very nice and is like, hey, you're missing this guy. So this part of the field is going to be rough for you. So I thought that was
okay.
nice for like a newbie like me.
Yeah.
And then if someone gets a yellow card, their number, because all the numbers are displayed below the players on the field when you're playing. If someone has a yellow card, their number flashes. So that's nice too, because I don't have to remember, oh, number 6 has a yellow card. So because they have that indicator, I'm like, all right, no more tackles with number 6. I'm not going to risk it because if he gets another one,
He'll get red card.
he's out of the game, right? He'll get a red card and he's out of the game. So I do feel like this game is like the most accessible soccer game that I've played on the Super Nintendo so far. And for me, someone who doesn't know a lot about soccer, that goes a very, 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 very long way and made this more playable than any of the other soccer games that we've talked about. And it made me want to play more.
Good. Cool.
That and the fact that there's music and it's not like real players with, all that. And the stats are simplified. Every player has attack, defense, and run. And it's like those are very easy to kind of like grok what that does. It's like, okay, that all makes sense. You can choose between an automatic goalie or a manual goalie. I, to my chagrin, always went manual because I'm a man. And I typically regretted it because it's like the goaltending is as bad as much as I was like dunking on the AI a minute ago. They sure as fuck could fake me out with like where the ball was going or whether or not they were even kicking. And there's a shootout if you draw. There is a shootout, which is kind of a completely different game. It's almost like a mini game. Where you kick the ball and then you just use the D-pad to kind of like pick which corner of the goal you're gonna kick it. And I thought it was very difficult, and I'm glad that it never actually came up in a real game because it was so difficult. But you can choose it as a mode. Like if you don't want to play exhibition, it's like exhibition, tournament, shootout. So there you can play this shootout mini game pretty much anytime you want. And practice it if you want to. I'm sure there's a tell to figure out where the ball is going to go when you're goaltending, but I wasn't able to catch it. Like that's one that I'm going to have to like look up on GameFAQs or something, and I'm sure there's got to be something where it's like if their finger is pointing to the town, it's going to be bottom right. I learned about formations because of this game. Again, you choose the formation that you're going to play. That you're going to construct out of the players on the field. And I thought it did a good job again of like, it shows you the field. And as you choose the formations, it shows you how the players are going to
Where they're going to stand.
Right.
And
what your opponent has selected. So it's kind of nice to kind of like, that's where it kind of got fun for me was to kind of strategize where it's like, okay, like when I was playing Colombia, it's like they show you the team stats. And it's like Colombia's got crazy attack. So it's like when I saw the formation, I was like, okay, they have crazy attack, and they also have like 4 dudes up in my goal. So my options that's when it starts to get interesting for me because it's like, well, I can do 5 guys on defense and try to counter that, or I can fucking go the other way and be like, well, we're just going to be a high scoring game, and I'm going to put a bunch of dudes down by their goal. So. That's it. So I don't really feel like I have a lot more to say about the game. Do you guys have any achievements for Super Soccer?
I have one.
What you got?
Super Pele 2.
Nice.
And to get Super Pele 2,
Yes.
play this game and get bored and then spend hours playing Super Puyo 2.
Is that what you did?
That's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Played a lot of Super Puyo 2 this
Nice.
week.
You want to do an episode on it instead of baseball?
I could. I'm ready. I couldn't read anything on it. I didn't know what was happening other than the gameplay because
Puyo
it's
Puyo's
pure Japanese
Yeah.
on the Switch.
But
But
you-
never got translated to English. So
Had you played Puyo Puyo before though,
Nope,
right? Oh,
that was
really?
the first time I ever played one.
It's good. It's
a fun game.
Yeah, it's good.
I had a great time. I played it for like 4 straight hours.
Yeah.
And beat it.
Nice. Then we should definitely do an episode on Puyo.
We
Puyo.
can, sure.
Oh yeah.
That's my achievement.
I've
Tyler?
got two.
What you got?
My first one is I see what you did there. You unlock that by playing as Mexico and having a manual goalie.
Ah.
Yeah. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
And then my other one is, I guess that's like arithmetic, and that is you use the slide tackle so many times it becomes a slide rule, and use that in arithmetic.
I only have one, and that is thanks for the head. In order to unlock thanks for the head, the only reason I have this is because I weirdly did it in the game when you don't have control of the ball and it comes towards you. If it's in the air and you press Y, you head the ball. You hit it with your head. If it's on the ground and it comes towards you and you don't have it, you do like a bicycle kick. There was one point where like the other team did a goal kick. It came way downfield, and I literally passed it back down to their goal from head to head to head to head.
Oh, nice.
And then into the goal.
Shit.
Which is like, I couldn't
right.
fucking do that again. Like, you know, it's one of those where it's like, if you put $200 on the table and like do that again, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I had to make an achievement around
That's awesome.
that. And then that's it. That's all that I have.
Shit, yeah.
Do you guys think that this game belongs on TADPOG's Top 100?
I'd put it on over International Superstar Soccer.
I would too. I don't know that it's hard for me to put a soccer game on the TADPOG Top 100.
Yeah, not on the TADPOG one, but
But yeah, I agree. I
it'd
think
probably be higher for soccer games.
it belongs
Yeah.
on IGN's list for sure. Yeah, I could switch it out.
Agreed.
All right.
All right.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of beard would it be?
The beard I give all soccer games that I don't like absolutely hate, the red beard of Alexi Lawless,
Okay.
the American soccer player.
What-
One of few I can name.
I'm about to say I can't. Yeah, Pele.
Yeah.
What are the other soccer games that you liked?
Maybe it's not completely to test. Like if I could play it a little bit,
Okay, gotcha.
but I don't know. I don't think I've liked any of them. It's
Sure.
just varying degrees of distaste.
Okay.
This one is pretty much neutral.
Yeah. Okay. Tyler, if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would it be?
The sweat glistening off Cristiano Ronaldo whenever he scores a goal and takes off his shirt. Because apparently that's a thing he does every time he makes a goal. So it's like every single game his shirt is coming off while he runs down the
Put your
field.
shirt on. Put it on.
I get it. You're beautiful.
When I did that, they fucking dragged me out of the stadium.
And I was in the stands.
I paid to be there. You're a drain. I'm not. I'm fucking revenue.
Generating revenue here. Buying snacks.
Yeah, and that all comes back to why you're kicking me off the field, I guess.
Is it Ronaldo? I don't know.
You're asking the wrong.
Somebody else knows.
Asking the wrong
idea.
guy.
Ross knows. Ross is laughing at me.
Probably. If you guys were to purchase Super Soccer for the Super Nintendo loose on average, how much do you think it would be?
$10.
$10?
$8.50.
$8.50. Actual retail value of Super Soccer for the Super Nintendo loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com, is $6.85. Is it worth it?
Yeah, for a collector, why not?
Say sure.
I do think that it
like
is.
this, yeah.
If I saw this in the store for $7, I would pick it up for sure.
It's probably common.
I'm glad you asked that. Flopsy will tell us. Flopsy says that this game is uncommon, which I'm surprised. I figured it would have been common.
I would too, yeah. Obviously.
Would you like to guess what Flopsy rated Super Soccer out of 5 stars?
3.5 stars is my guess.
3.5 stars from Ian. What do you think, Tyler?
3.
3. According to Flopsy, a.k.a. the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, they gave Super Soccer 4 stars.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
That's high.
That's
That
very
is
high.
very
That is
high.
high. What was the game that was on IGN's list? The soccer game?
International Superstar.
Superstar soccer.
I just want to compare real quick. And by real quick, I mean I got to relearn the alphabet.
6 stars.
What? International Superstar Soccer, 4.5 stars. Man, I might need to go back, honestly, and try International Superstar Soccer just to see. Because that is,
I feel like it's a horizontal as opposed to
yeah, it's like it looked like a 3/4 view kind of from the thumbnail. But I mean, maybe I should go and fucking replay it because I guarantee you I blew it off. I mean,
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
we were doing the list, I guarantee you it was like, man, it's a soccer game. I'll play it for like a couple minutes and then like whatever, and then go play something else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I should check it out. Oh, my chair's falling apart over here.
it was by a dumpster at work, so I don't know.
I think my foot just hit the pedal on accident.
Say you just dropped like 2 inches.
I guess that's it. I guess that's it for Super Soccer.
Yeah,
I have some more questions for you guys.
let's
Sweet.
do it.
I have a quiz that came in from one Ross Rachel Green from across the pond.
Oh, and I need to say something. I'm this close to dumping Facebook and Messenger altogether. Ross, I know you tend to try to reach out to me on Messenger, and if I've missed a message from you, I apologize. I couldn't get signed into mine the other day, so I'm just giving up on it. If you want to reach me, go on the Discord and get me there. Or email me. I'll give you my email address.
I tried to fix the chair, and now I've broken it further, and I'm leaning forward.
No.
So yeah,
We want to take another break.
yeah. Let's take a quick break before we do Ross's quiz because the chair is literally trying to dump me out on the floor. Okay, for us that was a long 2 hours of me getting the chair fixed. But for the listener, there's like no time passed at all. I have a question or several from Ross, who starts out, still not a millionaire. I mean, I'm not doing anything to become a millionaire. I'm just annoyed that a long-lost family member hasn't died and sent me a bunch of money so I can fuck work off and focus on the things that are really important, like napping and watching shit TV. This week has mostly been more of the same, to be fair. Nothing exciting is going on. It is officially the run-up to Christmas, so everything is covered in lights, tinsel, and fake snow. Anyway, here's some questions about SNES games 20 to 11 on IGN's list. Anybody at this table started decorating for Christmas yet?
My wife has completely finished decorating our house for Christmas. The tree is up, all the ornaments, all the shit she puts out, it's all done.
Oh shit!
And it's beautiful because she's very good at it.
It sounds like she's into it,
She loves to do it.
so it makes sense that it would be beautiful. I mean, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's almost like a...
She's got a knack for that stuff I can't even muster the energy to do. We used to decorate the tree together. Now I sit and watch as she does it because she just has a way of doing it that's better.
just get in the
It
way.
looks wonderful. I do. I just get in the way. Occasionally I'm asked, called upon, if you will, to reach high places for her. But everything's at her direction. And yeah, we were fully decorated for Christmas by like this past Monday. She got started early.
We get started really late every year, and it's because we don't really Nikki's not into it, and I'm not really into it, but
If it were up to me, nothing would change.
yeah.
Same here. I could care less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that that's right. I mean, I don't know because with me, what's happening to me now is like, fuck, man, I'm not really into this, but like, I don't know, man. Henry's gonna, when he like gets old enough and leaves the house, and he's gonna be like, people decorate. It's
Where's your poop knife?
yeah. So I mean, it's like it kind of is one of those things where it's like, fuck, man, maybe I need to take initiative on this thing that I'm really not interested in doing at all, but like, just maybe for him. But see, the downside of that is, it's like he's not gonna appreciate it,
Right.
Like as a 6-year-old, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure he'll be like, oh, all right.
No, just make him do it every year. Like make him drag out the tree so he'll hate it.
Yeah.
And then like just when you'll be like, all right, fine, we're done. everybody's happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's perfectly fine now. I mean, it's really just me being like, fuck, man, are we giving him a shitty Christmas experience? I mean, he gets presents and stuff.
Good enough.
We do put a tree up, but I mean, it is like, oh, when is Christmas? Oh, 3 days? Okay, let's go ahead and get this
All right,
fucking
good. We
thing.
got 2 more days.
Yeah, right. After Christmas, how long are we going to keep it up? Well, I mean, we went to the trouble of putting it up, so.
Well, see, Tanya will get out there and she does it all, and then we still haven't hung like the lights out front and stuff. We do like the icicle lights on the front of the house.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, because the yard looks like shit, as I mentioned. It's covered in huge leaves.
I saw
that
one
need
of
to
the huge
clean up.
leaves.
But the inside of the house is done. And I mean, when she does it, when she's finished, it looks like it had been that way all year. Like, it's just very natural. She's got a good way of doing it. But to the point after we will start tearing it down Christmas night. Like, as soon as Christmas is done and everybody's gone home and we're out of the Christmas business, we will start immediately tearing it down, and within 3 days we'll have it all put away.
That's because you have class.
We just want to get it out. It's time to change it. And then the house looks strangely empty at that point because we don't have the big 9-foot Christmas tree standing in the fucking living room.
No, we'll probably Thanksgiving night after we get back from dinners, they will want to put it up, and then it'll come down on New Year's.
Yeah.
That's usually what we used to do. But with Tanya not working anymore and being at home, I think she just got bored and
Sure. That
pulls
makes
it out
sense.
and just starts pittering around the house, putting this, that, and the other up until it's all up. So,
You guys ready?
yeah.
Questions?
Do this thing.
Yeah.
20. This compilation featured previously released and unreleased games with updated graphics. That is Super Mario All-Stars, right?
All-Stars, yes.
I know I've said this probably at least 4 times during these quizzes.
It
But
is.
this one is definitely
I can think of no other compilation. So
It is.
it's not Dr. Mario and Tetris.
Tetris,
so.
right? All right, locking it in. It is Super Mario All-Stars. All right, number 19. This game has recently been remastered with the subtitle Renaissance. That is ActRaiser?
Yep.
ActRaiser,
Okay.
logging it in. It is ActRaiser. Have either of you guys played
I haven't.
Renaissance? I haven't played it yet either. I don't know that I will. When I saw the price tag on it, I was like, I have ActRaiser at home.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, wait, is this like, are they new levels and stuff? And they're like, no, I mean, there's like a couple new levels, but mainly it's.
There are more bosses in the boss rush.
Right. But mainly it's like, the game that you already love and have, but. You want to pay us $40.
It looks a little
right?
newer. Yeah.
It's like, I don't really want to pay you $40. Next question, 18. This game was the first in its series. That's it.
The Legend of Zelda.
Final Fantasy VI.
The last game with the subtitle Climax was released on GBA in 2004 for Japan. This is F-Zero.
Okay.
Locking it in? It is F-Zero. I got it with Climax.
As you often do.
Yep. 17. This game is an arcade port, but not a direct port. In 2016, a direct port of the arcade game was released to the 3DS. What is in the top 20 that is an arcade port?
No Final Fantasies, no Chrono Trigger, no Mario, no Earthbound.
Are we done with Mortal-
Punch Out.
Punch Out.
Super Punch Out?
Super Punch
Super
Out.
Punch Out.
But
Because it had the wireframe arcade port first.
right, it's not a direct port. That's what was throwing me off. Because yes, Super Punch Out is not a direct port.
No.
Right. Okay. All right. Super Punch Out. Logging it in. It is Super Punch Out.
Nice. Good call.
Well done. Number 16. This game was the second best-selling game of 1995, the sixth best-selling for the SNES, and the highest-selling title not to be packaged with the console. 1995. Well, that's what I have to work on, and it was very successful. And it was not a pack-in.
Have we done a Donkey Kong Country game yet? Has that been an answer yet? Because I know those games were
The second one
The
hasn't.
second one hasn't, and that's
and
probably
they're
the highest
super
one.
popular, right?
yes, it was. It's probably Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest.
Diddy's Conquest.
Yes, which I think is a fantastic game. I love that game.
We can just say that for any game we don't know moving forward.
Done.
It will be
It's
one
got to
of
be
them.
one of them, right?
I'm with that.
That's our Anne Margaret for the rest of the
I just
show.
couldn't remember if we had done one, and I know those games super.
We've definitely done
big sales on those.
We for sure have done 3 and 1.
Yep.
But
Okay.
I think Tyler's right. I don't think we've done 2 yet, and I can't imagine it's higher. It's better ranked than 16.
Okay,
I know it's not in the top 10.
Yeah.
So it has to be in this bracket.
I'm down with that if
All
you
right.
are.
Donkey Kong Country 2, absolutely.
Yeah.
Locking it in. It is Donkey Kong Country 2,
Nice.
Diddy's Kong Quest. Well done.
Sweet.
15. This game was remade as Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64.
So it's a puzzle game.
Presumably.
The only puzzle game I know that was on the list that we haven't done yet is Tetris Attack.
Tetris Attack.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Sure.
Locking it in.
Because that's the only puzzle game. Because I talked about it last time. Because I was like, maybe it's Tetris Attack. Because that's the only
Right.
puzzler I know this high.
All right, man. Locking it in. I'm with that.
I do remember you saying that last week.
It is Tetris Attack. Well done. 14. This game was originally going to be released on the NES before being scrapped and ported to the SNES. The director has since stated that the NES version was around 80% complete at that time. 14.
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll come back to it. 13. This game features copy protection. I think we know the answer to this one already. Maybe. This game features copy protection that increases the number of enemies to make the game less fun. After a certain time, the game will reset and delete all save games. Is this Earthbound, right?
Oh, it's Earthbound.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Earthbound, locking it in. It is Earthbound. 12. In 2010, the creators of Metroid Prime were adapting this game into a first-person shooter to build the game's mythology. However, it was canceled after 6 months. Super Metroid?
Super Metroid's like 3.
Is it really that high, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the creators of Metroid Prime were adapting this game into a first-person shooter to build the game's mythology. However, it was canceled after 6 months. It's the 12th ranked game on IGN's list.
I think it's a trap making it seem like it's sort of like Metroid Prime. It can't be. It can't be for the Super Nintendo. What is that high?
And what game needs to have its mythology built out? I don't know anything about this game in 2010 that was canceled after 6 months.
You want to skip it then?
Yeah, I mean, we can pass for now. Do you know who developed Metroid Prime?
No.
Yeah, me neither. All right. 11. This game was originally designed for the SNES CD add-on, but after this project failed, over 40% of this game had to be dropped to fit on a cartridge. Jesus.
Is that Mana?
I think we've already done Secret of Mana, haven't we? We haven't?
Because I know whatever the Japanese version was way bigger. I remember reading articles that they fucking gutted that game.
Let's do Secret of Mana then. We good with this?
Yeah.
All right, locking it in. It is Secret of Mana.
Okay.
Well done, Tyler.
So I remember like recently I watched a big, was it maybe Gaming Historian about like where there have been new or fan translations that added like so much more into that game. Like they gutted that to fit that on the Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Okay.
Number 14, this game, man, I'm tasting fucking dog food.
still
I keep
taste
doing that.
I keep
Thank you.
tasting
Thank
dog
you. I
food.
kept while I was taking my drink, it tasted like dog food.
Jesus.
That chip hangs the fuck around.
God, man.
It's still there. I know.
All right, 14. This game it's on my breath or something. Like this game was originally going to be released on the NES before being scrapped and ported to the SNES. The director has since stated that the NES version was around 80% complete at that time.
So I know based on the top 10, I know it's not Link. I know it's not Super Mario World. I know it's not Metroid. I know it's not Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy IV. Because that looks like garbage.
And we have
that could fit on the NES.
All right.
Okay.
Final Fantasy IV. Locking it in. It is Final Fantasy IV.
Uh-oh.
Well done.
Said,
Nice.
well, when I was trying to round in the top 10, I went Final Fantasy 6. Well, 4 wasn't close to 6 on that list. It's not a top 10 game.
See, I thought-
And it looks like garbage.
I thought we already did Final Fantasy. Like, I already thought that was an answer.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about that. 12. In 2010, the creators of Metroid Prime were adapting this game into a first-person shooter to build the game's mythology. However, it was canceled after 6 months.
Link Mario, Metroid, Final Fantasy 6. What are some big other heavy hitters? This one I have no clue about.
All right, well, let's think about maybe our episodes instead. What do we do between Earthbound, which I remember playing with you in the TADPOG Annex 2, and Secret of Mana, which I honestly don't remember recording.
I remember not liking it at all.
I do remember you not liking it, yeah.
It's got to be something sort of like, God, the 12th ranked game between the two. So it's probably not an RPG.
They were going to develop it in 2010 into a first-person shooter.
Yes, they were adapting it in 2010 to a first-person shooter to build the game's mythology.
So something to build on an old game's mythology.
That had something to do with shooting or hunting, or why would you turn it into a first-person shooter? And it's a franchise they would have kept using in 2010.
Yeah, that there would be a draw for in 2010.
So it's got to be something familiar.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely.
Donkey Kong Country 2 again.
Diddy's Conquest.
Conquest.
Locking it in. It is.
I don't know, man.
I didn't know this. It's Mega Man X.
God, shit.
Did you know that they were
Shit.
adapting a first-person
No,
shooter?
not at all.
I had no clue.
I'm kicking myself for not realizing that. I guess I thought that was a top 10.
I'm not mad because I never would have gotten to Mega Man X. As much as I like Mega Man X, I think it's a great game.
God, it's a fantastic fucking game.
I never think about it.
Yeah.
I never think about it, but whenever it's brought up, it's like, oh yeah, that's Mega Man X. That's a fucking good game.
Yeah.
Never think about it otherwise. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Bicycles, roller skates, skateboards.
I'm going to kill skateboards. That's just, for me, that's just a way to hurt yourself. It's not good exercise for me. It's not, I'm killing skateboards. I'll fuck roller skates. I'm going to marry bicycles.
Okay.
I am going to marry bicycles because I
Okay.
just find them to be more practical.
They are, yes.
Obviously, you can use them for all kinds of things.
Right. You can bike to work. It's pretty rare to skateboard to work unless
Yeah.
you live close.
Right.
Or
Right.
roller skate to work unless you live in the 70s.
I was a halfway decent skater in the 80s, a skateboarder in the 80s. So I'm going to fuck skateboards and I'm going to kill roller skates because I never was good at roller skating.
I'm not good at any of it at
I
all.
could ride the skateboard like I was ringing a bell, but I could not wear roller skates and stay on my feet. I don't know why.
What about roller blades?
I could rollerblade
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know why that was easier for me than roller skates.
Roller skating is hard. I honestly think something about roller skating. I remember when I was in the 4-H club in, I guess, fucking 4th grade. I can't remember, but we used to go to the skating rink, the roller skating rink. And I learned how to roller skate there, and it was fine. It was never like real fun. There was always like a lot more fun things surrounding the roller skating.
Yep.
Like older girls and arcade machines.
Yeah.
And it was
Couple
always
skates.
Yeah, yeah. And it was always just kind of like, I don't really like this. Now, what I want to know is I understand that all three of these things have wheels, but where's ice skating? Because while I'm not really good at ice skating, ice skating's fucking super fun.
It is fun. It's hard.
It is
but
hard,
it's fun.
but it is fun. And it's like ice skating's one of those things where it's like once you get going, you go really fast. And then I don't know how to stop. That was always my problem with ice skating was the stopping part.
That was my problem with roller skating. And the girls, man, they always wanted to go to the fucking Kingsway. And every week when I was a kid, this was every weekend. You go to the
We
skating
took Choco
rink.
Chica like it's still a thing.
Eventually, it
Circus skate.
yeah, yeah.
You could buy it for $400,000 or some shit. Yeah.
But I love doing it, but I just never got enough practice at it to be good. And then they started putting like ramps and stuff in for skateboarders, which was fun. But by that point, I was pushing 16, and I started driving. That's why I stopped skating, because I started driving and getting girlfriends.
I think I'm going to go with the marry bicycles, kill roller skating, and fucking skateboarding.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with yours. I like that because it's like, I think, because it's like, I don't skateboard. I used to want to, like when I was a kid and I had a skateboard, you know, like a stupid skateboard that like I got from Walmart.
Like a Volterra or something.
So, I mean, it's like, but I mean, yeah, the bicycle's practical. And there are skateboarding video games that I like. There ain't fucking roller skating shit that I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, unless there's like a 70s porn or something. Like,
I was gonna say-
roller derby.
well, I forgot about roller derby.
Fucking roller derby. I can't do it, but I love to watch it.
Yeah, I forgot
wish-
about roller derby.
Wish we still had the roller derby league around here,
Yeah.
because
Oh, man.
we used to go every week and watch
Yeah?
them play. It was so much fun. I actually learned a lot about roller derby,
Yeah.
and how it works and the sport. Man, it looks so much fun.
Fuck, maybe I should change my answer. I'm not gonna though.
Well, for me personally, it still wouldn't do me any good to do anything with roller skates but kill them.
Yeah.
But I watch other people skate. But
What
if we're removing skates from the earth, I still think
Yeah.
it's the loser, because bikes and skateboards are
I mean, bikes are here to stay.
Yeah.
baby.
absolutely.
I mean, come on.
We said it here first on TADPOG. Bicycles here to stay.
Come on.
We
I mean,
have
come on.
done
They're old.
the
You seen-
research.
You seen the penny farthing, the fucking big old wheel? Bikes have been around forever, man.
We put liquid paper on a bee.
I remember Choco Chica wanted a skateboard really badly. We bought her one, and its primary function is for me to help me move heavy stuff from the house out here to the garage.
That explains that skateboard that I saw
Yep.
outside. Yeah.
I'd set a box on that and just wheel it down here.
Okay, the next one. I'm reading ahead a little bit, and I'm already like scrutinizing it a little bit because it's like I feel like this is kind of like okay, but anyway, fuck, marry, kill.
Pedophiles, rapists, murderers.
It's that serial killer thing again.
Fuck, marry, kill. Your favorite cereal: pancakes, waffles. And so this is why I was kind of I was scrutinizing a little bit because it's like he knows that cereal is so much worse than those other two that he has to specify it's your favorite one. It's your favorite one.
Dude, I'm marrying cereal. Hands down,
Yeah.
I'm marrying cereal.
But
I agree.
regardless of whether it's your favorite or not.
As a concept.
As a concept.
As a concept.
Right, okay. The concept of cereal.
Concept of cereal, I'm going to
Okay.
marry.
I agree. Cereal's too versatile. It can be breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack.
Fuck
It
yeah.
could be eat it dry, eat it wet, eat it whatever.
I'm gonna
And
fuck
it's-
me a waffle.
It's easily accessible.
Those other ones could, I mean, also, you could eat those whenever you want too. I mean, you are an adult.
Yeah, but
I know it's
li-
not as
like,
easy.
I like waffles as like, I can put a lot more stuff on a waffle. I'll use waffle as bread. You know, somebody fuck a
Word.
waffle, and I'm gonna kill pancakes.
I hate pancakes.
I
man.
go 100% with was it Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
It's like
Syrup
they're
traps.
great when you start with a pancake, and by the end you're fucking sick of them. Like,
Yep.
yeah, no, I'm killing pancakes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crib that same answer. I do like pancakes, but not more than waffles.
Yeah.
My favorite cereal.
So we're all killing pancakes. I'm marrying waffles. As long as they're not like Eggo waffles, which are fine.
Even an Eggo waffle, I'm good with that.
I mean, they're fine, but you know, if it's
Strawberry butter on an Eggo waffle, I'm good.
if it's like a waffle that you've made in a waffle iron, like that is like fucking great. That has like the big old fucking syrup traps in it. And I don't even like. This is how much I like waffles. I don't like syrup, but like I definitely will eat syrup like with waffle, like syrup and powdered sugar. Fucking
It's chicken and waffles, not chicken and pancakes.
no shit. I ain't chicken and cereal either. Just throwing that out there.
I can do that.
So I'm gonna marry waffles. I'm gonna fuck cereal because don't get me wrong, I definitely still love cereal. Especially if it's my favorite, which is probably what's everyone's favorite cereal here?
I don't know.
I know it's a tough one, isn't it?
Honestly, my favorite, like, day-to-day, I eat a bowl of it every day, is Life. Just plain old Life cereal.
I wasn't sure if
love
that
it.
was like a
I love
meta
all,
thing
just
or-
about all cereals.
Yeah.
But my go-to is Life cereal. I love it.
I mean, I could go Honey Bunches of Oats, almonds.
Raisin Bran is delicious.
I like
Raisin Bran's
Raisin
pretty
Bran.
good.
I like just cornflakes.
Cornflakes are fucking great.
Cornflakes are good. I like Rice Krispies. Cocoa Krispies.
Frosted Mini Wheats, I love.
Dude loves me some mini wheats.
And Cocoa Puffs, I love.
Cocoa Puffs are fucking great.
Never been fond of them,
Oh
personally.
man. Oh god. Like out of like the chocolate cereal, they are the best chocolate
No,
cereal.
I will eat them, but I don't seek them out.
Yeah.
I guess is my thing.
And that's probably like it's weird because like chocolate, I think I'd rather have a bowl of like Cocoa Puffs than like chocolate cake or you know what I mean. And I don't know if it's because like the milk. I don't know if that is why like that comes into play or if it's the crunch because I definitely like the crunch. And Cocoa Puffs stay crunchy for like quite a while.
minute.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
They do. They
yeah.
got that like Clark Griswold coating on there, the non-nutritive cereal varnish.
Real nice, Clark. Fuck, marry, kill. You are desperate for a shit. You find a bathroom with one stall. Where's the worst place to find a turd? On the floor? On the cistern? On the closed toilet seat?
On the closed toilet seat.
That's
Because you got to open it. But man, that cistern
sit on
though, that's you don't have to sit on it. It's if it's on the
on the seat,
I think he
not the
means.
lid.
But wait, it's on the it's on the closed. So
It's on the seat.
That is the worst.
That's the worst.
Yeah. We're doing a hover.
Nope. Nope. I think I might shit my pants before I shit at that toilet. Because really, like, if this is the state of the bathroom, no one's going to care if I shit my pants. They're probably going to be like, I get it.
Or you could also just shit in the floor. You get swifty and just
The cistern, though, is rough because it's like, where on the cistern?
Under the
is
seat.
It? Oh, man.
oh my god.
Yikes. Yikes. Bringing it to a whole nother level.
That's just talent if somebody does that. Especially if it's just slick porcelain right there.
My toilet's possessed.
That's like piping a cake.
The cistern's rough because, like, what if it's hanging off the front of the cistern, and then you got to like worry about getting someone's shit on your
back.
On your back.
It gets in your crack.
Oh God, a little drip, drip. Maybe you need some like steamed tongs to take care of it. All right, thanks, Ross. That was gross. I appreciate it. Very, very well done. You're doing a fantastic job masking these super common Super Nintendo games. I hope you become a millionaire soon. If you do, don't forget us.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
I have some calls if we have some time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll
I
take
know
a few.
we started late, but if we're good, I've got a few that
Yeah.
are pulled.
Should be good for a couple.
Okay. Is that an Altoids box?
Pretty similar.
What is it? Oh,
It's a very sleepy Altoid.
I heard like what sounded like hinges, and that's immediately what because I looked over and I was like, is that? At first, I thought it was Altoids for sure, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's medicine. They want you to Altoids wanted you to think that was medicine at some point, right? I mean, that's why it looks the
That's
way
why
it,
the
like
can is
yeah.
decorated that way,
right.
probably.
like in the early 1900s or
It's
something.
probably some
they
sort
were-
of lozenge
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. Because they're pretty powerful. I mean,
Wake your baby up. Pump up in your mouth.
throw it at them real hard. It's fine. It's
They can't wake up from their heroin? Give them an Altoid.
It's 1902. Kill them if you want. All right. Here we go. First call.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Backlog Banisher Dane back again to give you my answers for XFNK Hades Edition.
Sorry. First call.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Backlog Banisher Dane here. So, just finished my epic re-listen to the Tadpog catalog, and I was really digging that unofficial 12-part series you did on Hades. And then last episode...
We did talk about Hades for a hot year.
Long time.
Yeah, that went on for a minute.
It's fucking great.
It's back on. Hades.
Top 10.
I was talking about that Percy Jackson game he was running for his family. So I'm thinking I need to play Hades again. And since you guys just stuck that needle back in my arm, I'm going to give you another rousing game of Extreme Fuck, Marry, Kill Hades Edition. In case you've forgotten or the last game that I issued didn't make it through that expensive call screening service you guys have, the rules are simple, and it's inspired by
They are not simple.
Are they ever actually simple?
Here are simple rules. Which one would you marry? Which one would you fuck? Which one would you kill? Let's all keep that in mind.
Yeah, more than that is not simple.
Is the definition of complicated because you've taken a simple thing and made it complicated.
Made it to where before you say it, you have to say, "Here are the rules."
All right, Jigsaw.
Rule 1A.
So when I say murder, is it a crime of passion or are you? Is it justifiable homicide? I'll give you a topic. Discuss first.
Once you've come to a quorum,
Majority rules.
All right, Mr. Puzzles. What do you got for us?
I knew you were going to say
Mr.
that.
Puzzles Dade. Let's do it.
Holy God.
If it's just Tyler and Dave, a wife must be called if the vote is split.
tendency to say murder, marry, kill.
Hold on. We were too busy.
Choices. By Dave's
Hold on.
tendency to say murder, marry.
I'm scrubbing back.
Before the last game that I issued didn't make it through that expensive call screening service you guys have.
By the way, we didn't do the very expensive call screening service on this one. It was just me literally like 10 minutes before a parent-teacher conference being like, yep, these are all fine.
The rules are simple, and it's inspired by Dave's tendency to say murder, marry, kill. So I'm going to give you three choices. You pick one to fuck, then kill, one to kill, then fuck, and finally one to marry and be killed by.
No.
Does anybody have a sheet of paper?
Why?
No.
I love you, Dave, but why?
We got to write these down because there's no way I'm going to remember this.
You didn't even give us $200. If you'd done that, I'd be like, fuck yeah, man. Give me these 8 more. Who would you murder and then be killed by, resurrected, and then marry? Like,
and eat?
and eat.
While fucking.
All right, here we go. Hopefully I haven't scrubbed too far.
You say murder, marry, kill. So I'm going to give you three choices.
Okay.
You pick one to fuck, then kill, one to kill, then fuck, and finally one to marry and be killed by.
All right. Tyler, you were writing them down. Are we good?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Continuing the call.
All fucking in this hypothetical situation is assumed to be consensual, and as we're all aware...
Except that kill, then fuck.
So when we're talking Hades, the low-hanging fruit of this, it's the obvious trio, Than, Meg, and Dusa. And what the hell, you know what, if you want to, do those guys as a bonus, but that's not the main course here. Here's the lineup I'm going to give you. Ares, the god of war, Hermes, messenger of the gods, and Dionysus, god of wine and debauchery. Remember the rules, gentlemen. Fuck then kill.
I'll remember the simple rules. Fuck then kill.
Kill then fuck. Marry, be killed by. I'll call back in a few minutes and give you my answers this time around, and then we can compare notes. Go.
All right, Mr. Puzzles, we're on it.
Well, to fuck and then kill,
I got to write this down for my own fucking reference.
I'm going to say Ares. Because I'm going to fuck, Ares is hot. I'm gonna fuck Ares, but Ares is also
he's a
fucking crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah,
kill him.
yeah, I'm with you on that.
At that point, he's too invested in me, and I'm fucking killing him.
Okay, yep, that's me too.
You're taking it. I like that smart. Yeah, me too. That is
No, I
all-
agree. That was
is,
where I was going, but
that is
yes,
Dave as well.
this isn't hard at all.
No, it's quite easy actually.
And then who would you kill and then fuck? I guess Dionysus, because I'm not gonna be able to pin him down. He's gonna be drunk and wild, so I gotta kill him to even get in there.
That's a good answer.
I think he'd let you in there.
He
probably would,
He'd
but he's gonna
probably
be
let you
drunk.
kill him too. He probably wouldn't care.
And who would I marry and then be murdered by? Well, I'm gonna marry Hermes. He's the sweetest one. And if he's gonna murder me, he's gotta make it fast. Be
That
done.
is a good point. I'm going to marry and then be killed by. Is that one of them?
Marry and then be murdered by. Yes.
Okay, marry and then be murdered by Dionysus for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean he is like my favorite. It's tough. I love Hermes too, and I agree. Hermes is like definitely the sweetest, but like
Dionysus will murder you by party.
right, exactly. You're gonna die. You're gonna
Gonna
essentially
die having fun.
Yeah,
with
it's
that
gonna
guy.
be
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be alcohol poisoning, and it's like you're not even gonna know. Your parents are gonna kind of be like, oh well, I mean, he definitely
He did. We told him, hey, this is gonna happen if you marry
Yeah,
Dionysus.
that's not the way we want you to go, but we also kind of understand. Plus, out of those three, Dionysus is by far the hottest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry him and then die.
And he's very complimentary. Complimentary.
Super nice. He's big into words of affirmation.
Yeah,
as
it's his love language.
So yeah. Hey Zag. Yeah, he's the best. And then what are the other two?
Kill and then fuck, or fuck and
Then
fuck
kill.
then kill.
I guess. Yuck. I don't think I want to kill and then fuck any of them. I don't know. I didn't really like Ares that much, honestly. So I guess what's a worse fate? To be killed and then fucked, or to be what's the other one?
Fucked and
I
then
guess kill and then be fucked. You're mocking the god of war,
God, I don't want to use my penis as a weapon, but
like
if I'm
like
forced
how
to-
Adebisi did to the mafia guy in Oz. You're showing your dominance and then further desecrating his body.
But I mean, he did say this is all consensual. So, but I guess Ares for that one, for the killing and then fucking. And then Hermes gets whatever's left over. So what about Than, Meg, and Dusa? Dusa's just a little kid. So I don't know
but
how
you grab onto those snakes though.
they're gonna bite you. So fuck and then kill. Because while you're fucking her, the snakes are filling your
Can
blood
you
full
choke
of
her to
poison.
death?
Yeah, only one way to find out.
One way to find out.
So I got that answer so far for me.
You have to marry and then be murdered by Than. I mean,
He's
got a
deaf,
death.
so that does make sense.
so
Which
then
leaves Meg for fucking kill.
Okay, sure.
okay,
All right,
sounds good.
all right. Next call, which we already know what it is.
Motherfucking Tadpog, Backlog Banisher Dane, back again to give you my answers for XFNK Hades Edition. So here's what I'm thinking.
It sounds like a Capcom fighting game.
It really does.
I'm gonna fuck, then kill Dionysus. We get drunk. One thing leads to another. I'm lifting his toga. He's pulling my hair. But when I follow through and I make the kill, I'm hoping his last words are, "Hey Zag."
Hey, Zag.
Nice cock, man.
Nice cock.
So next, I'm gonna kill then fuck Ares. He's the god of war, so I'm thinking we fight things out first, and the violence is generating a lot of sexual tension.
Okay,
Get all horny. It's like your two Wolverines.
Two bloody Wolverines.
Yeah, getting off on the violence. All right.
Swinging swords, crossing swords, you get what I'm
Docking.
saying, blades and erections.
I get it.
Making
Sword
new
fighter.
Whoever
holes.
comes out on top makes the other a daisy pushing bottom. And that means I'm marrying Hermes. And let me tell you, hollow shell of a marriage. He's gone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He knows I only married him for the free postage. So he's going to be doing me a favor when he splits that knife in my back, because that 2-pump jump way too fast in the sack.
That is a good point. Hermes is probably a pretty quick lay.
If I'm gonna fuck a man, I want to fuck a man.
Fuck a man. Be a man.
And just for gets and shiggles, here's the bonus answers. I want to fuck Fan. Look,
In the call.
Yeah, that was a long
Dial tone.
pause.
despite everything I've said so far, I'm straight. You can debate the degree all you want, but I'm a straight dude.
Everybody's buying Hades. It's fine.
Yeah, and also, like, no offense, truly, no offense, I don't really care if you're straight or not. You know,
It really doesn't matter.
it's like, yeah, it truly doesn't.
But Fan, that piercing gaze of his. Look, I felt things I really don't want to over-examine here. So,
Everybody's buying Hades. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
That's all right.
all I'm saying is I want those eyes looking back into mine with life in them.
It's the most liberal
Then-
shit posting group I've ever been in. It's
Oh, yeah, it's the Hades
News
group.
posting.
Yeah,
Use
for
of
sure.
posting. I had to leave that one.
Coitus, I'm gonna stab the fucker. You know, just as a goof. Maybe he's gonna appreciate the irony. Next, I'm killing Meg. Let's be honest, she's a fury. And while I might like it a little bit rough, I think her idea of light BDSM involves beating my dick with a flail while I'm too gagged to even mouth my fate for it. I'm definitely not sticking anything in her while she's still breathing. And that means
Pain
I'm marrying
Olympics.
my little Gorgonberger pizza. And it's intimate. We're connected on a whole different level. Then, one
You
night,
hold your deuce like a cheeseburger.
Thank you for reminding me that exists.
we turn down the light. I'm thinking she accidentally turns me into stone while I'm climbing in the bed. It wasn't malicious. It was all an accident. And she feels really bad about it. What the fuck's wrong with me?
I still like dying by venomous handlebars. All right, thank you, Dane. We made it.
Yeah.
Mr. Puzzle's fuck, marry, kill algebra. All right, next call.
Hi, it's me, Michelle. Pet Michelle.
My car windows are down.
Hey, Michelle.
My air's running full blast, and I've got a fan hanging from the rear view. So a leaf blower in the back that I turned on.
Heard my voice, and I'm the only one. Oh, it sounds like a child of 36. But anyway,
I don't know what any of that was. I thought I heard Jamba Juice. I don't know.
I didn't think she
what
was
that
talking to
was.
us. I
I
thought,
know.
yeah.
That's why I got to zone down. I was like, I don't know Jamba Juice.
so what I wanted to tell you was, beloved Adam.
Beloved Adam.
We love you too. Oh,
I thought I heard something, Beloved Adam.
I heard beloved Adam.
okay, beloved Adam.
She doesn't speak. It's all just one big glorpy sentence.
I do feel like we need like Steve Harvey or someone here to be like, show me beloved Adam.
Number one answer on the board.
I think you guys are right. Okay.
She said beloved.
Yeah, I believe you.
We're back. Here's my theory. First of all, he
Literally, Michelle, everybody is listening to you right now with their eyes closed and their head down. Full concentration. Like we're blocking out all of our other senses and just focusing on our hearing.
You keep stopping it.
I'm
and
sorry.
I can't get a pattern going.
I'm
here.
sorry.
liked it as a kid, and he's like, oh my God, because that's what we all do. But two, he's also, if I remember correctly, a pastor. So that whole Jake be nice things about it. I'll probably like him more. It's a very pastory Sunday school teacher thing to do. That's probably why he did it. He's just like, listen, don't hate on the game entirely. Take a few days and then love it.
I can't. I'm sorry. I didn't want to pause it, but I don't know what's going on.
heard her say something about
A pastor.
him being
He's
a
a pastor.
pastor, and he's doing the pastory thing.
But
I got
he seems
nothing.
He seems cool for a pastor, but she still has problems with a pastor.
Oh, is that it?
That's what I was kind of picking up a little bit.
I
'cause
heard
it was-
saying positive things about a game, right? She said that, right?
Oh,
Okay.
she's always say yeah. Okay.
Excuse me.
Michelle, we love you.
Say 3
Yes.
positive things about a game.
Do we want?
I don't know where it's going at all.
Well, I mean, we're halfway through the call. I mean,
Okay.
we should see it out,
Well,
right?
you might see the climax is usually at the end of a story. So
All right, here we go. Eyes closed, heads down. let's
heads up,
concentrate.
7 up.
Okay, I love Beloved Adams. I'm making fun of him, explaining how it all works. I mean, well, some of you know, you grew up with pastors and teachers. Yeah, anyway, sorry, Jeff, thought I'd explain that. Also, that's it. That's all I got. I mean, I probably could come up with other things off the top of my head. I got nothing. When do you think TADPOG prom will come again? By the time you hear this, it'll be like, oh, we already heard of TADPOG prom again. What are you talking about? We've been doing it for 5 years. But who knows? Okay, bye.
Well, thanks for clearing that up. At one point, she said, I just wanted to explain that.
Oh, thanks for calling, Terrified
I think
Michelle.
she has her phone suspended from a string, and it's just sort of
It's
circling around her head.
Doing a little vacuuming.
Oh man, that was Terrified Michelle. We love you. That was. We don't know what was going on in that one.
We also like Beloved Adam.
We also do. Yeah.
And he was probably raised around some pastors,
Yep.
maybe. Mm-hmm. And says good things.
And it says good things.
Problem's not over yet. Get to that form.
Yeah. There's gonna be a form. I just need more eyes on it so that I'm not held responsible for like fucking some shit up on there. All right. Stay tuned. Next call.
Hello, TADPOG. This is Backlog Banisher Dane with an installment for TADPOG Confession.
Okay.
You know,
Thank God. Thank God. It's
I'm
not.
so tired of fucking and marrying and killing things.
All right. Confession time.
2 years back when I was first getting into the TADPOG podcast, I remember listening to episode 400. It was the Manhunt episode. And I don't know, about an hour and 4 minutes in.
Manhunt. Is it Manhunt?
Manhunt.
That's
Okay.
Jorge.
I was on
You were on
Manhunt
that, weren't you?
With Jorge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buzzed it and went and tugged one out. Now, it had nothing to do with you. Don't get me wrong. You're beautiful men, but
Thank you.
not my type.
I'm not a Greek god. That's the boy hole you want to pay the troll toll for, Dane. I get you.
Didn't have anything to do with the guest host, Jorge, which, fuck him, by the way, and you'll understand why in a moment. No, I went to tug one out.
To Ian.
Just, God damn it. That's the only thing left.
That's it. The call cut off. It's weird. I don't know. I guess we're not gonna get any resolution to that one.
But fuck Jorge. I'm going to go rub one out.
Yay.
Oh fuck! I found the rest of the audio.
Oh, there
sorry. Oops.
Because it was 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and that's just what I fucking do.
Like a boss.
So, after the business has been attended to, I hit play. And the very next thing in the podcast is Jorge asking, hey guys, you ever wonder how many people just pause the podcast and go and masturbate?
I don't remember him
that's
saying
good.
that, but wow, there's a lot of shit I don't remember. That's great. Oops, I closed that call. Let me scroll. Let me see if I find that shit.
Exclusively at work. So,
Oh, here.
how many people just pause the podcast and go
There we
and
go.
masturbate? Yeah. You fucking got me. So, I'm not going to tell you where I was when all this went down, but I will tell you that I listen to your podcast exclusively at work. So
That does narrow it down a little bit.
So I guess with all that in mind, how's your fucking day going? Anyone call you out to a podcast from the past for taking one out at work? No reason, just asking. Gooters.
That's good.
I guess he was lumping me in as a host then too, even though I wasn't hosting regularly then. I am now. So that he was referring to not being attracted to any of us.
Right.
So, because I didn't want to have him say. Then something Ian said made me just need to go jerk it at work.
Whatever day, I'm going to make you want to fuck me.
Something Ian said made my 11-inch cock shoot out of my pants so hard that the button came off. And I had to ejaculate immediately.
Go listen to 40 Shades of Yellow and get back to me.
We got time. We got time for one more.
Let's do one more.
Sure, one more.
One more.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam.
Oh, listen to that.
Can't have a. I was beginning to worry.
Oh man, God, beloved Adam. Listen to that beautiful voice.
Sweet, sweet baritone.
All that audio,
You hear
all
it?
that
Crisp.
I can hear everything he's saying already.
Oh my God, beloved
Some
Adam.
vacuums or air
Damn.
fryers going. Or
Fryers.
Into my shell, they fry a chicken in the collar. Can I just thought?
Hey, air fryers are loud. I said it on purpose.
Are they really loud?
All right.
Why did you look like Stevie Wonder when you said it?
That's how Michelle talks. She looks up and goes side to side.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. All right, beloved Adam, talk to us. Speak to us.
I'm driving home, and I am listening to some old episodes, trying to catch up. I don't drive a lot because I work from home, so I haven't caught up on all of the podcasts, but I'm at the Comba Tribes episode. I did watch that one in Twitch chat.
It's a good game.
So I feel like I'm kind of in the Back to the Future moment of this whole thing. Congrats.
Beloved Adam, keep coming to Twitch streams or I'm going to fade out of this photograph. Please.
Congrats on 600, by the way. I'm not going to make any bigger of a deal than you did because clearly you didn't give a rip. So, but I did want to ask a question. I think that this could be a fun game that we could start. You guys are talking about Steve Harvey right now and turning him into a marionette on Family Feud. And
Apparently, we talk about Steve Harvey a lot.
There's something, a blast from 5 minutes ago.
I love when people edit his outfits a little bit to look like he's a Dragon Ball Z or Naruto character.
Yeah.
Hey, Frieza, I got something for your ass.
you guys are talking about Steve Harvey right now and turning him into a marionette on Family Feud. And
We did
all of
that.
that. And Dave asked if he thought, if anybody in the world had made a Steve Harvey marionette. And Tyler said, if you put strings on a sex doll, it could be considered a marionette, which made me wonder, what is more likely? Someone in the world having a Steve Harvey marionette doll, or someone in the world having a Steve Harvey sex doll? So I'd love for you guys to weigh in on that. What do you think is more likely?
Sex doll,
Someone owning a Steve Harvey
1,000%.
Yeah, you think so?
It would be weird to have a Steve Harvey marionette, but I could see a Steve Harvey sex doll in like a sweet suit, little mustache right there up above an open mouth, making a hole. Come on.
Yeah.
That's like a custom made thing, though. Like that would be like a modified. You know what I mean? Like
I bet they mass produced. You go in right beside the Sasha Grey pussy is the Steve Harvey, just his head, the Steve Harvey fleshlight. That's just,
hello, porn shop from 2008. I would like one Sasha Grey pussy and a Steve Harvey, please.
a Steve Harvey mouth with a little piece of felt mustache fleshlight.
Doll or someone in the world owning a Steve Harvey marionette. Let me know what you think, and maybe we'll do this more often. All right. Hey, listen, I love you guys. I love you 600. Maybe one day I'll love you 3,000.
Probably
You
not.
got a ways to go. So don't pussy out now. Love you. Bye.
We love you too,
Bye.
Adam.
We
Love
love
you
you
too,
too,
Adam.
Adam. I feel like we already answered your question.
Somebody's probably got a Steve Harvey sex doll. I mean, we're
I
talking
bet
about
someone
people,
does.
people buy NFTs for hundreds of thousands of dollars and they don't exist. Surely those same people would have a Steve Harvey sex doll.
I agree.
Or one of those people.
I agree. It definitely exists.
Somebody exists.
Someone has definitely, absolutely. Steve Harvey, sexy man.
Good looking guy.
Sexy man. But that doesn't necessarily exclude that someone out there also doesn't have a Steve Harvey marionette. Like,
There are more perverts than puppeteers.
but you don't have to be a puppeteer in order to own a marionette.
But I hope the one Steve Harvey marionette is also a sex
Haunted.
doll. It's a haunted.
I mean, I guarantee you, I would bet
You dance that little Steve Harvey marionette over to you. And
a sex doll is big. I don't know. You'd have to like have pulleys
Yeah,
and
oh,
like,
yeah,
an
yeah.
elaborate system.
oh, yeah.
If you look,
It's a 10 grand setup
Yes,
minimum.
if you have a Steve Harvey sex doll marionette, you have a room in your house that is designed to look like the set of Family
Family
Feud.
Feud.
You
Exactly.
won Family Feud in order to buy all this.
Yeah. But I could totally see someone having a Steve Harvey marionette and like prancing them out whenever like Family Feud comes on. Like, come on, you know, there's somebody in this country who definitely does that.
I think what it
Kenan
boils down
Thompson.
to is that neither one of those things really seems terribly unusual this day and age. It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me unless I knew the person. How about that?
Oh, like if I had a
Yeah,
Steve Harvey
oh,
sex
it would
doll, that
surprise me,
you.
yes.
Yeah, I get that.
It
I
would
get that.
definitely. I'd be like, really? Never would have guessed that you would have a Steve Harvey sex doll that you put your penis inside.
It's a very private part of my life.
Yeah, I would start asking you questions like, I mean, but do you have sex with it, or is it just like for goofs?
You'd know if you'd fucking subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I didn't know you had one. Tell me more.
That's where I use the pulley system to make Steve Harvey jerk me off while if I guess wrong during Family Feud, he stops. Only when I get an answer right will he go.
And the weirdest part about it, or the most difficult part about it, is getting like 5 members of a family to sit behind those podiums and watch.
And clap.
What do you say? Good answer, or I can't finish. It's the weirdest Craigslist posting ever.
Give an outrageous answer so Steve can flip out about it.
Need 5 people, preferably related, for a special project.
At least 4 have to be related. One can be a close family friend.
Wear church clothes.
Thank you, beloved Adam.
Indeed.
Yep.
We good? We
Yeah.
want to do one more.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right.
That's a good going out on.
All right.
Okay, next week, do we want to do something different for Thanksgiving, or do we want to do the baseball game? Do we want to do like a Thanksgiving calls?
I mean,
that way we could do something easier because we're gonna be busy with holiday stuff. Or
Sure.
I'm down for whatever. I got time to play some video games right now. But if you want to do an all calls, that makes it
we
easier.
do baseball and get
That wraps up the list.
We talked about Puyo Puyo. I know Ian's already got time in on that one.
Talk a little bit about it. I don't know what more to say, but a whole lot to say about
Yeah.
it. But yeah, we could do a little bit of baseball simulator 1000.
I'm down for
A little
whatever.
bit of Puyo Puyo, a little bit of calls.
The Baseball Simulator 1000 does not work with the batter up peripheral.
Fucking stupid.
And Bovine Bear Matt was like, "I'll come on that one if you want to." And I was like, "Dude, I'm about done with remote guests. Like, no
They're done,
offense,
man.
but those literally, like, when we do a 3-hour podcast, that's 6 hours of editing, and it's like my professional life is in transition right now, and I'm stressed out about that for sure.
Yep.
So timing on that's not great, but."
We can do the thing. I don't think there's going to be a lot to talk about on the baseball game. And I know we said that about soccer.
I know, and then I fucked it all up.
No, but that's fine.
I
I'm glad
I think
you
it
liked
was the
it.
appropriate amount of talk.
Yeah.
For the soccer episode.
But this one I did play a little bit of just for goofs a couple weeks ago. And
Baseball did?
yeah,
You did?
Yeah.
And it's horrible?
I'm not going to say.
Let's do baseball and close out the Switch randomizer.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
Get it done.
Until they release more games.
We'll have
So-
plenty of
Yeah.
time for whatever we want to do.
And then we
because I don't think
cash
there's
in.
a lot to talk about.
Cash in on that SEO next time when they release some new games. We can play them before they come out on Switch. And then people will be like, oh, man, what's up with this Frog Leap guy game? What's up with Frog Pussy Simulator? I didn't even know that was a game. Did this only come out in Europe?
So
All right.
let's do baseball simulator 1000.
Okay. I'm not going to like it.
No, neither am I.
Yeah, I'm going in. But then I said that about Super Soccer. So that look that Ian has given me. Okay. All right. I mean, it can't be. I mean, I'm sure it's probably better than Ken Griffey Jr. That's probably
it's
better than
gotta
Winning
be.
Run.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it some more just in case. Maybe I've had a bad couple weeks, and sometimes I'll pick this thing up and play it and be like, no, fuck this, and put it down. So
I understand that.
I'm going to go at it with a fresh set of eyes, hopefully.
Okay.
But I'm not going to comment on it until next week.
Okay.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You'll find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, whatever. It's all over the place. Just Google Tadpog.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Hey, do you want to send us something like Chris Murray did, like these wonderful snacks? You can send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Send Dr. Pepper knockoffs.
And yes,
Right.
please, your Dr. Pepper knockoffs.
Make sure that they explode before they are delivered.
Mm-hmm. So that way they're nice and sticky.
Are there any okay, so wait, when you ship something and they ask you, is there anything perishable? Something. I never listen. I'm always just like, no.
I mean, you can buy Amazon sodas and stuff on Amazon.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's safe to send stuff like that.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. We've been sent sodas before. It just made me think, like, what is that they say?
Oh, is it like flammable, perishable?
Flammable, yeah.
Is it a battery?
Right.
Like you can't ship.
They never say, is this like a dismembered person? Does it belong to like a person? Is this?
It is not flammable. Although, while I keep going, I just wanted to give you a heads up that I have to re-authenticate Patreon again to get in.
What?
It's
I
asking
thought
for it again.
I okayed that.
You did. I was able to see it last week, and now it's already kicked me back out again.
I'm not going to get this email until I don't think there's been any good activity on there, so I don't think we have
just bad activity.
Yeah, I don't think we have any updates on Patreon that we want to share. Let me just scroll through. I usually flag those. Not seeing anything, but I do have a lot of email. Just so much email. It's a lot. Here,
Well,
I'll go into the app. That's normally what you do, yeah?
I just go to the website. I know there was an app. I should probably do that.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got an increase by Jonathan Naj Martinez riding that penny train. Toot, toot, toot. And then everything before then, I think, was the previous week. I know we mentioned Sam O'Brien and Colin Sharkey and Plinko Nick. And I believe that's it. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think we're good. All right. Thank you, guys. Patreon.com/TADPOG. I will re-authenticate that whenever our slow
I'll
ass
try to
mail
I'll do
server.
the app and see if it works.
Okay.
Tadpog_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Shirts at shirts.tadpog.com.
Yeah.
That Twitch that you do every week that is wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. I stream on Sunday nights at 8:30 Central. If you guys want to come by and hang out, that would be cool. It's usually a lot of fun. This last Sunday I streamed Donkey Kong Country, just because. Although, I had been uploading those long plays to YouTube, which I know I said this for Wild Guns, where I was like, there's not going to be a long play for Wild Guns. And then there was. There's definitely not going to be a long play for Super Soccer. This is like a thing that I can't keep up with. Like, it's impossible to do like one of these a week because I have to
You have to love it.
provide.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but it's like, if it were my job, then sure. Like if I had 40 hours that I could dedicate to like beating Super Soccer in a week. All right, yeah, I'm fine. Let's do it. But that's not the reality. But there's definitely not going to be a long play of Super Soccer. But someone commented on one of the YouTube videos saying, hey, have you considered doing commentary on these long plays? And the answer is, yeah, because it's come up. Some people have also said that. And then, so in that response, I was like, I used to stream these games on Twitch, and that was kind of like what you're asking for. So I think I might just start going back and doing these on Twitch. Because then Backlog Banisher Dane can pull from there. I started doing the long plays just so he had something to pull from. And then they got a little traction. So it's like, well, I mean, I guess do more of these. And then, like, again, professional life transition, that's not going to be sustainable, like, for sure. So, yeah, who knows? Yeah, twitch.tv/TADPOG_podcast. I'm rambling. Sorry. Come and hang out.
We're on Facebook. There are groups, but most importantly, that Discord. What's the link for that Discord again?
It's bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. It's
Yeah.
cool. Ian shares videos of horror movie scripts written and read by AI.
It's good.
It made me laugh. I have had a shitty fucking week at work. It's just been... This week has sucked. It's been a terrible month. We've been so busy. I stepped outside to smoke a cigarette today, and that came up, and I laughed, like genuinely laughed for the first time in days, and it made me feel so good. So I latched onto it. I changed my name in the Discord.
I know. I noticed. I was like, oh my God, this
Whiz into Mr. Puzzles stage
this is great.
So, yeah.
And that's where Mr. Puzzles came from.
That's where Mr. Puzzles
That's why
came
I kept
from.
latching onto that today. Because, I mean, you got to be honest, the murder, fuck, kill, extreme, that's some Mr. Puzzles shit right there.
It is. I'll release it soon enough, and Dane can have it if he wants it. For now, it's mine.
You're parked on it.
What else will we do and say? You want to give us, or do some calls? You can call us 270-883-2555. Yeah. Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track from the show at tadpog.com. How you guys been close it out?
Since I feel it's late, it's later than we normally end, and I'm feeling it. I assume that you guys might be as well. So let's close it like we are completely out of energy.
All right. So until next time, Tropical Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So one archivist, cute butt, Paul Korn had a interesting conversation with a bot.
It's deep cut.
Deep cut.
Rhythm master.
Rhythm master.
I do like cute butt though. It's good.
It's very cute butts on the table again. He had a very interesting conversation with what he thought was a bot that turned out to not be such a bot.
I don't know about that for sure.
It's very weird.
It's weird because he sent this to me.
It
today,
got mad
too.
when he asked it for money. So he is added on Instagram by the bot. So he sends it a message. Oh my God, this is just what I needed. Thank you so much. I was about to stick a gun full of bees, which Dave's allergic to, in my mouth and just end it all. But there you were like an angel, ready to show me that someone in my general geographic area has an Instagram full of pictures of him doing stuff I'm not particularly interested in. You truly have, for one more day, staved off my elaborate attempt for a deadly Rube Goldberg machine that will result in me leaving this mortal coil, much like the hit movie Final Destination 5, the one at a NASCAR track, I think.
Yes.
My question to you now, let me scroll.
While you scroll, I just want to announce I still smell like fucking dog food.
It's
Dude,
in the
weird
room.
whiffs
It
of
is. It is. That is.
It's in here. I could smell it, like the bag's open or something.
And it's not. It's closed up. You want to just? I'll throw that out the door.
My question to you now is that your advertisement kept me away from find a way to commit ham suicide, a term I refuse to elaborate on for one more day. What ads will you bring me so that I may feel further engaged? Can you bring me something, an overconfident man working out? Perhaps a white woman posting something about how much she loves wine? These accounts will, of course, have to come from Nashville. I swear to Christ, if you try to send me an account from Murfreesboro, I will send a complaint to the Better Business Bureau explaining how you are personally responsible for the grim events that will be picked up by national news outlets. By the way, do you like anime? So then he replies, what's your profession? I clean Cheeto stains and lonely tears out of other anime fans' body pillows. I guess you couldn't call it a job per se because no one pays me. But you know what they say, do what you love and the money will follow. So he replies, I'm a professional crypto trader and miner, by the way. Do you know investment in Bitcoin is currently the most profitable online business? Oh, yeah, I heard about that from a buddy of mine, Black Magic Kevin. We don't talk about him anymore, not because of the crypto stuff. He just got rich and tried to pivot his money into buying Epstein Island where he could do a Squid Game. Scroll. I'm a little fuzzy on the details of how this works. How do you know which crypts to mine? Haven't most of them already been rated by Indiana Jones? And that one has a heart sign? So I guess the miner loved it.
I know. I love that. I don't know. Yeah, what that was all about.
And he responds, Forex trading is a life-changing investment platform where you can invest a certain amount of commodity and get profits on a weekly basis. The trade works for everyone because it's done online. It's all about investing a certain amount to stand a chance of earning awesome profits weekly.
Awesome profits.
Awesome profits. That's the spin-off of Jesus. Awesome profits. For instance,
it's his team of prophets. Yeah, Jesus and his team.
For instance, you can make an investment of 1,000, and I can help you trade and make over 10,000 within a week. So then Paul responds, so what do you get from helping me? Do you derive some sort of sexual pleasure out of making money for people? Is this some sort of financial domination kink? The bot replies, this is basically how it works. And then it's a whole bunch of shit saying, with 300, I'll make you 1,700. With 500, I'll make you 3,000. With 1,000, I'll make you 6,000. For 2,000, I'll make you 12,000.
Those are on average. Just for those listening.
Yeah. So Paul responds, can you give me $380? Okay, here's where he breaks script a little bit. Replies to, can you give me $380? How? That's the last bit of money I need to get my pillow wife out of anime jail. You don't need to be a billionaire before you can start up on Bitcoin investment. You can start up with a little bit of money and afford when you could draw from your first profit and invest more. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation Rika-san is in, David. She made bad choices in anime jail. Both the Crips and the Bloods hate her because of the comment she made about Raven from Teen Titans. So if I can't get together $69,420 to bribe the anime pope,
nice.
She's going to be shipped within a week. Do you want that, David? Can you handle the image of her delicate stuffing strewn about her cell? She just got busted on trumped up insider trading charge, David. Rika-san doesn't deserve to live like this. Again, bot guy praise character. Funny. So what do you want from me?
That's my favorite part. Paul said a bunch of funny shit, but this guy who's bothering Paul said, so what do you want from me?
I've already said it. $69,420.
He says, I told you I need 380 in Robux gift cards so I can bribe the anime pope to get a sentient pillow out of jail. Alternatively, you could tell me how Bitcoin will save white people from demographic replacements. Bro, I can't send you any money. Sorry. You can trade and make your own money as well. But can Bitcoin save white people? He replies, are you black or white or did I look black, bro? Bitcoin works everywhere.
That is like the part that is just random as fuck.
What?
Are you black or white? Did I look like black?
It sounds like that shit I was talking about earlier. That
fucking Mr. Puzzles.
Shit.
I don't know. My uncle just told me his friend Q said that white people are going to be the next ethnic minority in the next few weeks. I thought Bitcoin could fix that somehow. I mean, Q's pretty smart. He made gadgets for James Bond. Okay, I think you were not interested in trading, so I have to say goodbye. Wait, do you want to buy any NFTs? Yeah. And Paul sends a picture of a feminine Garfield eating at an Olive Garden, saying, Olive Garden is so good. I wish Italy was real.
It's big titty goth girlfriend.
Yeah, that'll be $380. What do you mean? That's what I'm charging for the NFT of Big Titty Goth Garfield. So what next? This has never worked before. So if you're interested, you can text me on WhatsApp and give us a phone number, 1-430-305-2884. Feel free to text this guy on WhatsApp if you want. Okay, I'll do that once I get a phone. In the meantime, you better not right-click and save that NFT. What are you using now? It's proprietary. I'm connected to Instagram through a pod filled with internet goo, like in the hit 90s dystopia movie where we're all living in a computer simulation. What was it called? Virtuosity. That's it. Then he gave up.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.